I just okay. Edward, if Alexandra didn't come because she confirmed, but at the same time she has something else, maybe you can have the welcome speech and introduce Kectil in 5 minutes. What we are doing at Kectil in general. It will be a 10-minute speech. So
Willing to take the first step. And today you have a lot of people around you who are able and want to support you in this first step. So, yeah, I also encourage you to stay connected with us, definitely. And there are many more opportunities to continue learning, collaborate internationally, participate in community projects, and support each other leadership journeys. And also, please follow us on all social medias and check our website too. And yeah, finally, I also want to remind you that leadership is not measured by how many people follow you on social media. It's measured by the positive impact you leave in the lives of other people. So, yeah, I try to be short, but it's really hard to be short about the things that you enjoy to do every day, enjoy to support other people, to help them bring positive impacts in different parts of this world. But actually, thank you for being here today, for believing in positive change, and for investing your time in becoming strong leaders. I wish you an inspiring summer filled with meaningful discussions, new friendships, and ideas that will grow into real action. And I believe you will learn a lot of things today about different opportunities and especially about the career. So thank you and hope you enjoy today's program.
thank
Thanks,
you
Nina.
so much, Alexandra. And I would like the people to check Kectil website and apply for the program when it's launched. As I remember, it will be on September. And then also please follow for other activities, whether it's running webinars, whether it's also some conferences. So please follow the social media and get connected to the whole world. As you know, Kectil is covering almost 100 countries. So get connected with people and youth with the same mindset and the same leadership potential as you from 100 country. And I would now introduce our next speaker. She is Miss Sherry Knowles. I cannot actually say everything she has done. It's like a very big biography, but she is a founder and executive director of Kectil program of the Melamar Knowles Family Foundation. She holds different master degrees. She is an entrepreneur. She's working in IP attorney, and she's also interested in different fields, not only when it comes to law or attorney. So I will let her introduce herself first, and then she will share with us very interesting points and advices that she gathered through her life. She started like us from nothing, and she now is influencing people around the world. And yeah, you have the floor. I will share the PPT right now.
Okay, thank you, Mina. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Alexandra. We are so excited to be with all of you today. I am the founder and executive director of the Malmar Knowles Family Foundation, which runs the Kectil program. We have created a network of youth leaders all around the world in developing countries who want to make a difference. They want to be authentic leaders. They want to have a voice. And what we find is that these youth from countries all over the world have much more in common than they have differences. And when you meet them together, you get them all in a room, there's just an explosion of enthusiasm, explosion of ideas, explosion of wonderful feelings for each other. And so we've been very, very fortunate to do this. You'll see right now, look, you'll see that I've got my hand in a cast. That's because I had a biking accident and I broke a bone. But that just shows you're out there doing our thing, right? So I've got a broken arm, and that's why this is on. But the show goes on for sure. We are a group of leaders and youth from all over the world. You see this map right now. You can go to the next slide, Mina. Okay, we are celebrating our 10-year anniversary, and we want to thank Mina specifically, and Ahmed and others for opening up the MENA region to more youth so that we can introduce what the Kectil program is all about and get you integrated into this program. We want the MENA leaders of today and tomorrow to be leaders of youth all over the world, to be sharing your ideas, to be sharing your experiences, and to be the authentic voice of youth leadership. As was mentioned today, the demographics of youth around the world is really surprising. When you get to 2040, 2050, you're going to have most of the youth, most of the people, there's a bubble coming from the developing world and coming from MENA and other developing countries. You're going to be the leaders of the world. That's really, really important. And Kectil wants to be able to pull all of these youth leaders born for greatness together. You need to have one network. You need to have a place to go to where you can talk to each other, where you can talk to people and youth who are in countries around the world. We span from Africa, from the Middle East, from Eastern Europe, from Oceania to Africa, all over Africa. And this is the platform where you can meet each other, work with each other, make lifelong friends, learn from each other, and realize that the world is a lot smaller than we all think it is. And we see a lot of common denominators among youth in countries around the world, which I find very exciting, very heartening. I love every single youth in the Kectil program individually. We'd like to watch them grow. We'd like to share their successes. We'd like to help them through their challenges. And we want you to be part of it. The Kectil program portal is going to open up on September 15th. It'll be open from September 15th to November 15th. So go to www.kectil.com around September 15th. Join. Let's have MENA be one of the leaders of the world in terms of all these wonderful youth leaders in developing countries. That would be a wonderful thing to see. One of the things we also like to do, and which is very important, is to be the authentic voice of youth in developing countries. We hear a lot from older leaders, we hear a lot from establishment, but we don't hear much or enough from the leaders of tomorrow. That's what you are. Each one of you on this call today is a leader of tomorrow, for your region, for your community, and maybe even the world. We need to connect you to each other. We need to have these important conversations. We need to talk about the essence of things in a passcode protected area where you're safe and you can express yourself. We've just opened a new website you might like to go to, which is www.globalyouthIndex.com, globalyouthIndex.com. That index is a compilation of data that we have brought together over the past 2 years of young people expressing their voice. We'd love to have you join that next year. So if you join the Kectil program in January, you'll be able to contribute to the Global Youth Index, which we've now created a website for, and we're directing people to. So be part of the voice. Don't just be a listener, be a speaker, be a voice, talk about what matters, what needs to be done. It's really important. So this year we're celebrating 10 years of Kectil, where we've empowered over 20,000 youth around the world. We think that that's super exciting in over 100 countries. And we couldn't be more excited today to be in the MENA region talking to you. So we want to be connected with you for a long time, as you go through your seasons of life and as you become a youth leader and then a global leader. Okay, next slide. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about something actually personal to each one of you. One of the things that we've seen in training youth leaders around the world is that it's very, very important to practice personal leadership. And true personal leadership is hard. It's hard because it's not sometimes how our emotions want to go, how our feelings want to go. But there are certain connections and certain points that we have come to learn are very important to creating the personal leadership. And you have to have personal leadership before you can get impactful broad leadership. So this is the first key. Then once you can accomplish this, people will see your personal leadership style and will want to follow you and say, wow, that person is someone special. That person is a leader. That person is someone with a voice that I want to listen to. And that's how you become impactful. Kectil refers to the Knowles Educational and Charitable Trust for International Leadership. And our legal organization is the Malmar Knowles Family Foundation. Okay, next slide. Okay, now I'm going to go through the 10 steps of personal leadership, which you have to conquer before you become a true leader in your community, your country, or the world. Okay, number 1, build self-confidence in yourself. That's something that might even sound trite, but it's not. A lot of young people in the world may think that there's something wrong with them. Either there's something wrong with you. You might think you're not smart enough, or you're not strong enough, or you're not pretty enough, or don't have enough money, or you don't have enough education, or you don't have enough environment. There are a lot of things that people hold inside themselves where they think, I'm not good enough because, and then you fill in the blank. I'm not good enough because. Okay, you have to conquer that because every single one of you is unique and you've done wonderful things and you have the power to be a truly authentic youth leader. So you need to go within yourself and say, can I love myself without limitation? Can I think of those things that might make me feel like I'm not as good as other people in the room? And then you need to accept it and grow from it. If you're thinking about a physical self, maybe a strength or what you look like, or if you have an illness or sickness or something like that, realize your body is what gives you life itself. It's what gives you life. And therefore you need to be proud of it and you need to honor it. If you're in poverty, and there are a lot of youth in the Kectil program who are in poverty, there are a lot of youth in the Kectil program who are struggling to get a job or struggling to get education. We see a lot of that. We see a lot of youth who have either dysfunctionality, either in their homes or in their communities, and they're struggling with all of that. And we say, practice loving yourself, look in your environment and realize you are perfect as you are. Take yourself as you are, accept it, and grow from it. It's very important. You have to build self-confidence, and you can't ever hide from that. Okay, so build self-confidence first. Love yourself. Think about that. Love yourself. Okay, you cannot love others until you love yourself first. It's very important to youth leadership. Okay, next slide. Urgency. This is a really big one for me. Okay, and you think that there's all the time in the world, right? That they're infinite, that life is infinite, that you have all the days and hours and weeks ahead that you could possibly imagine. You don't. In order to be a great leader, you have to have a sense of urgency. Okay, and a good way to do that is to pretend that this is the last year of your life. If this were the last year, what would you want to accomplish? What would you want to do? Okay. In the Kectil program, in the very first module, the very first assignment is for each person to write their funeral speech. Think about that. What do you want people to say about you when you die? Okay. And we know, unfortunately, that every one of us on this call, as well as every one of us in the world at some point, will die. What do you want your accomplishments to be? And you know you're on the clock, right? The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Okay, you get about 100 years of that if you're lucky. That's all. Okay, you have a very short time on this world, and there's no time to spare. There's no time to waste. There's no time to do things that keep you from your mission of being a youth leader and making a difference in your community and your country. So what do you want to accomplish before you die? Okay. Also, what do you want to heal? Do you have any relationships that need to be healed? That anything that's broken down? And we'll talk about that in a minute. How do you want to make up with others? Make sure if you thought you were going to die tomorrow, wouldn't you want to make up with any problems that you have in your life? You want to heal everything. You want to accomplish everything. What is your legacy? Okay. Really important. What is your legacy on this world? And I can tell you, I give this lecture to youth all over the world. Because I think urgency is one of the most important things that youth need, because they know they've got a lot of life ahead of them. So you feel like you can spend the day doing nothing. You can spend the day even doing something destructive. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. You have a small amount of time on this world. Every single moment, every single minute, every hour, every day matters, and you need to be using it to the best of your ability. Okay, so practice urgency. That's very important. Okay, next slide. Next one. Practice unconditional forgiveness. And remember, the reason why we're giving you these 10 points of personal leadership is that this is how you clean your own house. This is how you become the strongest, healthiest person you can be, so that you are a role model to other people, and so you can be a leader. Okay. So this is an important one. This is a really hard one. Decide to forgive everyone in your life who you think has wronged you. Oh my goodness, that's really hard. That's very hard. Make a list of everybody you think has done something mean to you or something rude to you, okay? And something, it could be really bad. I mean, you could feel like somebody sucker punched you. You could feel like somebody has just done, it could be in your family, it could be in your friends, it could be in your community. Make a list of everyone you think has been mean to you, and then systematically forgive unconditionally every single one of them. Do you know how hard that is? It's not easy, and it takes personal leadership skill. This is how you practice personal leadership. Okay, you practice with unconditional forgiveness, right? Anger and revenge always hurts you more than it hurts the other person, and it affects your ability to be a leader. Kectil is in the business of creating youth leaders, so we know what works, and what works is to release all of these problems. So practice unconditional forgiveness. It's very hard, okay? And forgiveness leads to personal peace, which is essential to being a leader. If you want to be a youth leader born for greatness, you have to have personal peace in your life, in your mind. And if you have personal peace, that leads to happiness. Okay. And happiness, then you just naturally forgive everyone that's around you, because you're a happy person. Okay. Next step, try to understand the position of others, even if you don't agree with them. It's easy to understand people's position when you agree with them. Okay. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of exercise to understand the positions of others when you don't agree with them. Okay. And you may not agree with them at the end of the exercise, but you might try to understand where they're coming from. That leads to more personal peace. It leads to more understanding of how you can be a leader to everyone in your community, not just some people in your community. Okay. Next slide. Okay. Release anger immediately. Okay. These are our 10 steps. These are not easy. Okay. This is how to become a leader. Okay. And I'm sure we will be giving out this slide deck. MENA can tell you where to get it. And I'm really hoping you're going to practice all 10 of these. Watch your temper. You know how hard it is not to get angry at people. Impulsive anger, actions are almost always regretted later. Okay. Let's say somebody sends you, for example, somebody sends you an email or WhatsApp message, and you think it's very rude or very nasty, or somebody gave a conversation to you that, or you saw somebody who said something to you that you thought was very rude and disrespectful, and you just want to get back at them and write them a really long message, right? Write them a really long message and tell them how wrong they are and how rude they are and how they shouldn't have done that and how they're treating you wrongly and hurting you, right? The best thing to do for that is just sit there and wait 24 hours. If you're still angry about something, wait 24 hours before responding. And then after that 24 hours, if you're still angry, wait another 24
Can I
hours.
speak 1 minute for your time?
So no one wins in these anger fights. A true leader of a community has practiced watching your temper and watching how you respond. Sometimes the best way to respond to somebody who's been rude or mean or ugly to you, is not to respond at all. No response. Okay. You go to no response and you just calm yourself down, right? And then you forgive unconditionally and then you walk away. You know how powerful that is? That's amazing. That is amazing. And that's the way youth leaders act. And when you can conquer each one of these items, these 10 items we're talking about, you're going to stand out from other people. Other people are going to say, wow, this person is different. This person is a role model. It's the kind of mentor that I want to be. And that's what you want to be as a personal leader. Okay, next slide. Okay, learn how to fail. Very, very important. I've been working with youth in developing countries all over the world now for 10 years. And I know that when you don't get a job that you want, or you fail a test, or you are rejected at the school that you want to go to, or you don't get the job you want, or you don't get the scholarship program you want, then, life is full of failures. Let's just admit it. Life is full of failure. Okay. When you get a failure, what are you going to do? Are you going to say, that means I'm not good enough or I'm a failure? No, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. When you fail something, you need to realize you're just on your journey and you're going to need to fail until you succeed. And the people who are the biggest successes in life are the ones who have failed the most times. Okay. That is absolutely true. You can look at like a role model like Steve Jobs, who created Apple. Steve was fired from Apple, the company he started, because he was hard to get along with. He failed so many times. He was actually fired from his job. He couldn't get a job. And yet he's changed the whole world with his technology and his thoughts about how we can communicate with each other. There's so many examples of that. Look at Nelson Mandela in Africa. Okay, look how he fought and ended up in jail for many, many years. So, and he just stayed there until it was time for him to succeed. So when you fail, this is really, really important. You cannot say that that's a property of yours. Don't own that. Don't own the failure. Just realize that you're on your way to success. Failure never defines you. It means you're on your way. Dust yourself off and keep going. And I can promise you, you're all, young people right now. You're going to fail a lot. You're going to fail a lot. Okay. You're going to succeed a lot, but you're going to fail a lot. And when you fail a lot, I can absolutely promise you that every single person on the Zoom call is going to fail. Okay. There you go. It's out in the open. You are going to fail. Okay. But that means you're also going to be a winner, because once you fail, you're going to dust yourself off and you're going to keep on walking, and you're going to realize it's not you. And remember, you're going to love yourself. That's our other point. You're going to love yourself. You're going to know how much you have to offer to everyone, and you're going to keep on going, and you go and go and go until you succeed. So learn how to fail successfully, fail up. We say learn how to fail upward until you succeed. That's really super important. Okay. And I can promise you, you're going to live with this every day. But you'll do it. I know. Just the fact that you're on this call, just the fact that you're on the Zoom call, you've already taken a big step. You've taken a learning step to be the best person you can be and to be a youth leader who's networked with youth all over the world. You know how powerful that is? That is huge. Okay, next slide. Give more than you can receive. You know, every time I get to a slide, I say this is the most important one. But the fact is, they're all the most important ones. But this one is super important. Give more than you can receive. Okay. It's very important. It's essential in your life to be charitable. Okay. And regardless of your situation, there's room to give. And being charitable doesn't mean you have to give out money. It means you can give out your time. Okay. And you definitely, every single youth on this call today has time that you can give to other people. Now, the being charitable means putting someone else first, seeing someone who has a need and helping them with it. It always makes you feel better to give to others. I can promise you. You know, many people ask me, why did I start the Kectil program? You know, why did I do this? I spend so many hours a week, so many hours a month working on a program for youth who I will probably never meet in person because you're all over the world and you're so many of them. I will never meet all of you. So why do I wake up early in the morning and do programs and write content and training and thinking about what you need and trying to get it for you and try to get speakers for you, okay? Along with our wonderful board, which we have a wonderful global board, and MENA is a great part, Alexandra, Goharik, Gregorian, Edward Gregorian, who are all on with us today. They give of their time. They give of their time to help mentor youth around the world. Okay, there's always something you can do. You can find somebody who needs help. And I can promise you, ultimately 100% promise that when you go out and help somebody, it's going to make you happy. It's going to make you happy. There are a lot of youth who come to me and tell me that they're depressed. Okay. You know, they may have mental wellness issues. And one of the very first piece of advice I give them is go do something for somebody else. Forget a day about yourself and spend the day doing something for others. And I can promise you it's the best medicine. It's better than anything you can get at the pharmacy. It's better than any drug you can take. It's helping other people. Okay. It's going to make you better. It's going to make you happy. And it's going to put you on your path to personal leadership. So be charitable. Okay. Next one. Take a risk. Okay. This is fun. I'm a big risk taker. Okay. We have different ways that you can categorize people. Some people are rules oriented. Some people like to break rules. Some people like to follow rules. Some people are adventurous. But regardless of the way you normally think, it's very important to get yourself out of your comfort zone. Okay. Do something you never thought you could do. The Kectil program is a big example of that for me. How would I think that I could connect so many wonderful youth leaders born for greatness all over the world, from even countries that are not getting along, countries that are in conflict, or countries that are in civil war, countries that are very, very far from each other, and put all of them together and have them feed on each other to do something great, which is what the Kectil program is doing. I had no idea how to do this program. The Kectil program itself is an example of taking a risk. And here we are 10 years later, we're talking to all you wonderful people in the Middle East and North Africa. We have youth all over the world who are following the Kectil program to become authentic youth leaders and to have a voice. Okay, that's an example of taking a risk. Do something. I love this. Make a goal that you don't think you can accomplish and then go figure out a way to do it. I had no idea how to form this program, but here we are. Find the way. Okay. Take a risk, get out of your comfort zone. Just conceptualize something. Take a couple of days and say, what's a goal that I would really like to accomplish? That's so big. I'd really like to accomplish it, but I have no idea how to do that. And then set your mind to saying, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it and I'm going to figure out a way. And when you start figuring out a way, don't stop. Don't stop till you get it done. And I promise you, once you get it done, you're going to be so addicted to that, you're going to want to do more and more and more. So you don't get outside of your box, get outside of your thinking zone, and accomplish a goal that you don't think you can accomplish. It's very important toward personal leadership, because personal leadership is going to be full of challenges that you don't think you can accomplish, absolutely full of them. And so practice accomplishing goals you don't think you can do. Okay, MENA, next slide. Learn how to respond to adversity. This is a really important one too. I said I think each one is important. Okay, like how many of you have been in a situation where somebody, and we talked about this a little bit before, somebody did something that's really very mean to you. You don't even think you could ever get over it. Either you were fired, maybe from a job and you didn't think you should have been, or you were judged by somebody, and they did something, or how about you just with a lot of mean friends, and the meanness or social media. There's a lot of cruelty in social media. Okay. So have you been involved in a situation where either a person or a group of people have really seriously hurt you? It might even be in your family, might be a family member. Okay. How do you respond to that? How do you respond to that? Now the first thing you're going to say is everybody's going to think I'm terrible because of whatever it is that happened to you, or however it is people are doing something to you. Okay. But that's not true. And you have to mature to the point that you know that that's not true. Okay. And I love this first point. You're not going to be judged. You'll never be judged by what other people do to you. You're going to be judged by how you respond. Okay. So if let's say somebody does something really bad to you, wow, what if you act positively in response? You're just going to completely confuse them, because they think that they want to get a rise out of you, right? They want you to respond negatively. They want to show that they were right. But if you take a deep breath and you just act positively, put a smile on your face, and you don't respond, wow. You know how important that is? You know how impactful that is? And it takes a lot of practice to be able to do that. Look at the last bullet point. You will win respect and show that you are not affected by other people's bad behavior. That's what leaders do. I'm going to say that again. You will win respect and show you are not affected by other people's bad behavior. And you will learn how to respond to adversity. Okay, next slide. I love this one. This is basically the Kectil program. Reach out to people in different environments and make a friend. We think that the world is very big, but it's actually very small. And I just love the fact that the Kectil program brings in youth leaders from all over the world. And these are people who have, very many different religions. We have probably every religion in the world in the Kectil program, different political views, different religious views. Kectil is not a political or religious organization. Those are not subjects that we talk about. We talk about youth leadership and growth. Okay. And we have youth all the way from Papua New Guinea. You know how far Papua New Guinea is away? We're creating a Kectil Youth Center in Papua New Guinea. We have a wonderful youth center in Armenia. We have one in Zambia, in Southern Africa, okay? In Kenya. We have youth all over the world, and they're making lifelong friends with each other because they all want the same thing. They want to be mentally healthy. They want to contribute to their community. They want to be leaders. They want to be thought leaders. They have something to offer, and they love meeting with each other. So we challenge you to identify somebody who's been taught to avoid you and make a friend of them. Wow, that's something hard to do. We think that that's very, very important. Okay, next slide. Mina, next slide. Okay, here's my last one. Celebrate life. Every morning, when you wake up in the morning, are you happy? Do you wake up and jump out of bed and say, wow, today is another day and I'm so excited? You need to celebrate life. Every single day that you wake up and you open your eyes, that's a miracle. Do you know that? That's a miracle. That means your mind works. That means your body works. That means your eyes work. It's a gift. I said before that the universe is 13.8 billion years old. You're only going to be on this world for 100 years or less. And today, and I've said this before, today is July 18th, 2026. Do you know there will never be another July 18, 2026 for the rest of the universe, ever again? This is a day that is unique in itself and will never happen again. Every single day is a unique day, okay? You will never have July 18th, 2026 again, and we're very happy that you're celebrating it with us. Wake up every morning and have a deliberate celebration. And I would say have a deliberate celebration so much that it's actually a physical thing that you can do. And I'll give you my secret. I love dark chocolate. That's one of my favorite things, dark chocolate. So every morning when I wake up, I have one piece of dark chocolate to celebrate the fact that I'm alive. Okay, you are not guaranteed any days in this world. Celebrate the fact that your body works, you're alive, you have your whole life ahead of you. You can change other people's lives, you can help other people, you can be charitable, you can build your life as a personal leader. Don't waste a single day, okay? Every morning, be grateful and have a deliberate celebration. And I think that's where we end. But I think that's a very good ending. So that's kind of what we are as Kectil. We're creating youth leaders, and we want you to be part of it. And so we can't wait for you to join and be part of our wonderful organization. And I will send you back to Mina.
Thank you so much, Sherry, for the points you shared, because actually one of the misconceptions that people usually get is that leadership is all about others, is how you make others follow you, how you impact others, and they think it's all external, but actually the true leadership starts from within, and it's actually internal, it's personal. And we always say if you cannot control yourself and if you cannot lead yourself, you cannot lead others. In order to make a change, you have to change yourself first. You cannot change the people around you, which actually is a toxic leadership if you want to change others and you cannot change yourself positively. This is bad, actually. And thank you for sharing this with us and reminding us always that we have to start with ourselves in order to help others through the way. Now we have a very interesting panel actually, and I'm going to tell you why it's interesting because it's from youth to youth, and not like any youth. It's the youth from the MENA region who are already suffering the same problems still the moment, even if they are leading change, they are still suffering actually with us, and that's why they are creating this change. I will welcome now. I will share the screen first so we can see them, and then they will come with us. Hmm. I will welcome Ms. Claudine Zarour from Lebanon. She is the founder and the director of Unity Up organization. And Ms. Widad Gardoun from Tunisia. She is also the founder of Culture du Monde Association. And Ms. Fatima, if you are there, I hope you are safe. She is from Syria and she is representing her well organization. And we have Ms. Mary Zahour from Syria, representing uplifting Syrian women's. And I would, at the beginning, say that they were chosen wisely I spend a lot of time to choose the people who are going to talk in this panel. Actually, you you might think or you might know that they are not so famous. Like they are not like social media influencers with 1 million views on their reels and all of this stuff. Because I don't think, and everybody who work in leadership, I don't think it's about being famous. It's about the real change. And me myself, I witnessed their impact, and I also evaluated it. Like technically, technically, I did this, and and I have seen their projects running on ground and what they are doing for their communities. I would first of all start with each speaker to introduce themselves first quickly, like who are you, your story, why you started doing this change in your community. Miss Claudine, you can have the mic.
Okay, hello everyone. You hear me, right?
Yeah. By the
Okay.
way, you can speak in Arabic or English. Also, we have the translation. It's up to each speaker, and the
Welcome, Mary.
participants can turn on the translation whenever they want.
Okay, thank you, MENA. I want to say I'm so happy to join you to be joining all of you today in this MENA summit, and thank you so much, MENA, Kectil program, EU MedBridge, and everyone for organizing this wonderful event. So I will switch to Arabic as my address is for the Arabic youth. أنا كلادين زعرور من لبنان. إذا بدي أعرف عن حالي، أول شيء أنا طالبة حقوق بالقانون، طالبة دكتوراه بالمجال القانوني، محاضرة جامعية ومؤسسة لجمعية شبابية بلبنان اسمها يونيتي أب، بتشتغل على تمكين الشباب وتعزيز دورهم بالمجتمع. وقتها الهدف الأساسي من المشن تبعي بالعمل الاجتماعي كان الشباب اللي هن بآمن إنه هن صانعين تغيير لليوم، واللي هن المستقبل أو قادة الغد. من خلال هيدا الرحلة الاجتماعية اللي أنا قمت فيها شاركت بكتير برامج. حالياً أنا أدفوكيت انترناشونال أدفوكيت لليو بيس، هي جامعة السلام التابعة للأمم المتحدة. بالإضافة أنا هلأ خريجة ومشاركة ببرنامج الأكاديمية المواهب المتوسطية على النطاق الأورو متوسطي. كان لي شرف وكتير مبسوطة إنه أنا كنت بالبروجرام اللي مينا كان يعني المانجر تبعه اللي هو اليونغ سيفل سوسايتي ليدر باي أنا ليند as Young Civil Society Leader Fellow، وبلاس أنا من Dialogue Leader. كيف بلشت بهيدا المبادرة أو بهيدا العمل الاجتماعي كله؟ تخرجت من الجامعة وكان عندي شغف وحب إنه بدي أعمل شيء إمباكت بالمجتمع، وزيادة بدي أشتغل على سكيلز لإلي كرمال مكن حالي مهنيا وشخصيا. فبالرحلة بلشت إنه أقدم على كتير أبليكيشنز، مثل ما في كتير منا مقدمين على كتير أبليكيشنز كرمال فولونتيرينج، سكولرشيب، تريننج، بس الجواب كان على طول ريجكشن. وهون I would like to share، يعني بدي أقول thank you لمسز شاري على الانسبايرينج برزنتيشن وقتها حكيت إنه we need to learn from our failure، لازم نتعلم من الخسارة تبعنا أو إذا نحن كنا rejected وما انقبلنا. بس صار في هيدا rejection كذا مرة. سألت حالي السؤال، إذا أنا بدنا نعمل تشينج بالمجتمع أو إذا بدي أشتغل على حالي، يو أنا بدي أنطر حدا كرمال يعطيني فرصة، يو أنا كشخص بدي أعمل كرييشن وأخلق هيدا الفرصة. من هون خلقت فكرة بدي بلش بإنيشيتيف أنا أقوم فيها to act، وكون عم بشتغل ببروجيكت كتير صغير أو مشروع كتير صغير هو إنساني بيئي بلشت فيه بلبنان على نطاق الكوميونتي تبعي، ومن خلاله بلشت اشتغل على الخبرة تبعي واشترك ببرامج من خلال هيدا برنامج ورا برنامج، لو وصلت لمحل إنه أسست جمعية يونيتي أب. الفيلر او التشالنج اللي كان قدامي واللي فيه كتير قدام من يعني مشترك بين كتير منا هو انه اول شيء عندنا الريجكشن او الفيلر اللي بنوصل لها او النوت اكسبتد، يعني الريجكشنز اللي بتجي من انه ما ننقبل ببروجرامز نحن لازم نكون فيها او نحن بنكون عم نقدم عليها. كان في عندنا خيارين، يا نحن بدنا نكفي ونقول we will not give up، ما حنستسلم وحناخد اكشن ونكفي، يا بدنا نكون disappointed. الخيار لإلي واللي هلا عم شارككم فيه انه لا نحن لازم نكفي، لازم نحن نكون عم نعمل overcome لهيدي التشالنجز. قدام كل كلمة لا في كتير من الاي بالريكورد، في كتير عندي بالهيستوري ريكورد تبع الابليكيشن في كتير ريجكشنز وفي كتير اكسبتنس ببروجرامز استيميتد بروجرامز كانت فيهم. الهدف انه نحن نامن بحالنا اول شيء، هيدا اول شيء. اثنين انه نعمل اكشن، ما ننطر حدا يعطينا فرصة، اذا ما عطونا فرصة نحن نخلق هيدا الفرصة. كرمال نكون عم نعمل action وعم نشتغل بالمجتمع طبعا. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Claudine. I would go to Miss Wided, and I would say something very funny. Wided Lissa, she sent me that if I will talk about my failures, 1 hour will not be enough. So this is a lot of failures, as everybody, and this makes us very actually like comfortable to know it's not personal. We are all failing, you know. I will give you the floor, Wided.
Hello, everyone. Hello from 42 degrees in North Africa and Tunisia. So I would choose to speak in English because my Arabic is a bit hard for the Arab people. So yeah, I will stick to the international language, to the lingua franca. So my name is Wided, and my surname is Ghadoun. It's a bit hard even for Arab people. I'm 29 years old. I'm from Tunis, the capital of Tunisia. I'll start with my academic background. I studied English literature, language, and civilization, and my specialty is master. My master was in English literature, so I was always fond of the language, and I loved it, and it opened a lot of doors for me. So this is simply when I introduce myself, and then I say that I'm the founder of Culture du Monde, which is a youth-led NGO. It's a cultural NGO based in Tunis, the capital of Tunisia. And I will start with my failure because this is what introduces me to the people here. I think this is important. By the way, I really loved your presentation about leadership, Miss Nowels, if I'm pronouncing it right, hopefully, because you said like failure is what makes us. And this is the beginning of my story because I was a very brilliant student in secondary school. I was doing great. At the moment I got my back exam, I'm not sure if it's the same for all of you guys, like, and girls from all over the world. But at the end of our secondary school, we have an exam. It's a national one, and we generally have a lot of it. We give it a lot of importance. So I was very brilliant, and I made it in that exam, and it was one of the first in the city, like in Tunis. However, when I was going to the university, I had a lot of hopes and aspirations and ambitions. Then I chose one field, which is English. I loved it. And then I failed. My first year was okay. My second year, I failed. My second year, again, I failed. So I failed twice. And that was, I remember summer 2019. It was my depression period. At the same time, it was the moment in which I needed either to step up and either work for myself and to build myself, or to stay at home and to live the depression. Okay, so that was my beginning, and that failure is the one that is most remarkable and most significant. I'm not gonna talk about the other failures for trainings and everything because I've applied a lot and I got a lot of rejections. It doesn't matter for me. What matters is that at a certain point I got congratulations, you are selected. So basically, this is like a bit of the introduction and why I established the NGO. I think we will talk about challenges later, right? And difficulties. So I don't want to take a lot of time for the introduction. I will keep it for the challenges because I have a lot to say. And very, very nice to meet you, all of you. Thank you again, and thank you, Mia, for the opportunity. You have been such a support for all of us girls here. And yeah, also I was an alumni of Young Civil Society Leadership Program, which was managed by MENA. I'm super, super proud of that. And yeah, I will leave all the other details for the other questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. And now with Miss Mary Zahour from Uplifting Syria Women. And actually, it's one of my best organizations that are doing impact through the war, even in your war period in Syria. Mary?
مرحبا، قدرانين تسمعوني؟
Please, if you can raise your voice, maybe.
قدرانين تسمعوني تمام؟
Yes, we can.
مرحبا جميعا، أنا ماري زخور من سوريا، ناشطة بقضايا الشباب والمرأة، وبركز بشكل خاص على تمكين النساء بمجال الستي، على ريادة الأعمال الشبابية. وهالشيء إجا من قناعة إنه المرأة لازم يكون لها مكان بالمجالات التقنية والعلمية، وإنه الشباب السوري رجال ونساء محتاجين أدوات حقيقية يبنوا عليها مشاريعهم الخاصة، مو بس يدوروا على وظيفة. حالياً أنا قائدة فريق التوجيه والتدريب بمبادرة Uplifting Syrian Women، عضو بشبكة EUG Connect بشبكة Youth Peace and Security. بس قبل أنا بلشت إني درست هندسة ميكاترونيك، تخصص تقني بحت، بعيد كل البعد عن مجال العمل المجتمع. ولما تخرجت واجهت مشكلة بعتقد إنه كل خريج بمنطقتنا بغض النظر عن تخصصه بيعرفها منيح: الجاب الموجودة بين التعليم الجامعي وسوق العمل. اكتشفت إنه سوق العمل بده أشياء تانية: مهارات تواصل، مهارات عرض، شبكة علاقات، بده خبرة عملية، مهارات ما تعلمناها بالجامعة ولا حتى حدا فكر يوجهنا إلها. ما قدرت لاقي فرصة عمل بتناسب مؤهلاتي أو طموحي، وأكيد هذا الشيء كان محبط كتير إلي بالبداية. بس هذا الإحباط هو يلي دفعني للتطوع. تطوعت بمجالات مختلفة مع منظمات ومبادرات، وتعرفت على كتير ناس بمختلف التخصصات والمجالات: مهندسين، محاميين، مصممين. كنت اكتشفت إنه عم بيواجهوا نفس المشكلة. وقتها عرفت إنه هي المشكلة مو مشكلتي أنا بس، لا، هي مشكلة حقيقية وموجودة بالمجتمع السوري بشكل خاص. هي مشكلة جيل كامل ومحتاجة شغل جدي عليها، ويكون حل جماعي مو فردي. فحبيت أنا شخصيا أشتغل أكثر على هي القضية، وهذا الشيء دفعني أكون جزء من مبادرة Uplifting Syrian Women، اللي بتشتغل تحديدا على ردم الفجوة الموجودة بين سوق العمل ومهارات الأشخاص، حتى ساعد غيري ياخذوا الجايدنس يلي أنا شخصيا ما قدرت أحصل عليه بوقتها. اليوم كقائدة فريق التوجيه والتدريب مع Uplifting Syrian Women، اللي بقدمه هو توجيه مو بس معلومي، لأني عشت هي الجاب. بعرف شو بحس الخريج الجديد بمجتمعنا، بعرف شو يعني تراسل الشركات وتقدم على وظائف كل يوم وما تسمع رد، وبعرف كيف بيقدر الإنسان يتجاوزها. شكرا كثير مينا على هاي الفرصة.
Thank you. Actually, يعني just to let you know, guys, and هي it's named Uplifting Syrian Women, but actually they in their programs they accept males, so it's just yeah, but of course with a percentage, but it's really good to know that you are trying to offer their services for each and every Syrian person, so they can actually make an impact. I will go back again to Miss Claudine. Again, I want you to tell us about the struggles and the problems that your society face and that inspired you to create Unity Up, and what you are doing right now for the Lebanese youth through, of course, the programs or whatever your activities you are offering to them.
اوكي، في عنا كتير struggles حاليا، وخاصة نحن هلا بحالة حرب. بس كشباب المركز الأساسي، يعني المشكلة الأساسية كشباب، لأنه نحن منظمة شبابية بتشتغل، يعني أسستها لأني مؤمنة بدور الشباب، وإنه هن مش بس ياخدوا فرص، هن يكونوا مثل ما بيقولوا صانعين لهيدي الفرص. وحبيت وقتها مسز شري قالت give more than you receive، لأنه هيدا اللي هي الفكرة اللي نحن بدنا ننميها. الستراجلز هن أول شيء دور الشباب، لأنه ما عندنا دور فعال. يعني we need to promote، اللي نحن لازم نعزز دور الشباب بالمجتمع، ويكونوا بمحلات القرار، مثل مثلا بالعمل البلدي أو بالعمل حيلا عمل عم بيكون إداري. ممكن نحن كشباب نكون عم نعطي الفيجن والبارتيسيبيشن فيها أو المشاركة فيها. هيدا عنا نقص كتير فيها. أكيد في عنا صعوبات تانية خاصة بالفاينانشال كرايسيس أو المشاكل الاقتصادية اللي عم يقطع فيها البلد، والسكولرشيب والمنح الدراسية اللي عم تقطع بالشباب. وكمان في عنا مشكلة بالمهارات اللي عم تتقدم أو اللي عم ينشغل مع الشباب كرمال يكونوا أحسن، يعني كرمال يطوروا من حالهم. هلا كنا كيونيتي أب شو فينا نعمل أو شو عم نقدر نعمل للشباب اللبناني؟ أول شيء نحن عنا شعار ببلد فيه كتير تنوع. نحن عنا شعار بالجمعية اسمه Solidarity and Diversity أو التضامن في التنوع. ونحن بنآمن إنه عقد ما الكوميونتي أو المجتمع فيها القد تطور أو فيها القد تنوع، عقد ما فينا نشتغل على هذا التنوع خليه يكون في مصدر قوة لنا. هيدا الأساس كرمال نشتغل كلياتنا كإيد وحدة بالمجتمع وبالتيم اللي معنا كرمال نعمل هيدا التغيير والإمباكت. وكمان بنآمن إنه كل شخص له الحق وله الفرصة، لازم ينعطى الفرصة ولازم ينعطى المكان والصوت كرمال يقدر يوصل، وكرمال نعطيه هيدا البوش أو المساعدة بطريقة ما كرمال يعمل إمبروفمنت أو يطور من حاله. بيونيتي أب في عنا أول شيء على الصعيد الوطني في عنا برامج بالتمكين المهارات القيادية. هيدا أول شغلة اللي بنساعد فيها، لأنه هن تشينج ميكرز أو ولازم يكونوا change makers أو leaders authentic leaders. so leadership skills والcapacity building skills هي كتير أساسية عنا، وبالactivities كتير بنشتغل على هيدا البارت. تاني شيء في عنا تعزيز لدورهم بالمجتمع، واللي هو الدور بالعمل الإنساني والدور بالحماية البيئية أو التوعية البيئية، لأنه منآمن إنه كل شاب وكل صبية عنا بالمجتمع اللبناني وكمان بكل دول العالم هيدا النوع من الاكتيفيتيز والنشاطات أول شيء بتنمي له المسؤولية وبتنمي له العمل الإنساني وبتعطيه مهارات ما حنشوفها بالمدرسة وما حنشوفها بالجامعة وما حنشوفها بالبوكس. هيدا اكسبيرينس على الأرض بخدمة اجتماعية. هيدا نوع تاني من الاكتيفيتيز اللي بنجرب ننقلها للشباب اللبناني ويكون بارت فيها، بالإضافة إلى دعم نفسي خاصة خلال الحرب اللي قطعنا فيها واللي بعدنا فيها. بنجرب نعطي دعم نفسي للشباب اللبناني بكذا طريقة، اونلاين او ان بيرسون بالشلترز. ودور الشباب نعززه من خلال مواطنه فاعله. هذا دور يعني هيدي opportunities او activities على طول بنشتغل عليها وطنيا او محليا. هلا على صعيد الشرق المتوسط واليورو ميديترينيان ريجن او المنطقه الاورو متوسطيه وعلى الصعيد الدولي، نحن بنفتح مجال للشباب للاكتشينج والتبادل الثقافي مع شباب وليدرز او قاده من دول العربيه والدول الاوروبيه ودول العالم من خلال كذا برنامج. الفولونتيرز او يعني المتطوعين او الاعضاء او الليدرز اللي عندنا بالكوميونتي بيشاركوا فيها من خلال يونيتي اب. اول شيء في Erasmus بلس اكسشينجز وبروجرامز. Erasmus بلس بنعرف انه هو التريننج واللي هو الاكسشينج اللي بينعمل. بنفتح مجال للشباب اللبناني يكون بارت من هيدي البرامج التدريبيه والتبادل الثقافي، التبادل العلمي، التبادل المعرفي بموبيليتيز، يسافروا على برا او نحن نستقبل ناس من برا. كمان في عنا البرامج القياديه والشبابيه بمؤسسات بالمنطقه عنا باليوروميد مثل انالين فاونديشن اللي بتدعم الشباب واللي بتخليهم يكونوا بارت من سوليوشن او يشتغلوا على اكشن كومن. نحن بنشجع كثير الشباب عنا والكوميونتي اللي عنا والليدرز انه يكونوا بارت من هيدا البرامج، بنساعدهم انهم يلاقوا الفرصه، بنساعدهم على الابلكيشن بالبروسيس والامبلمنتيشن للمشاريع اللي هن بيشتغلوا عليها من خلال هيدا البرامج. بالاضافه الى انه شبكه علاقات، يبنوا شبكه علاقات ويبنوا هيدي الجسور، لانه هيدي بحد ذاتها سكيلز او مش سكيلز، هي اكسبيرينس لازم كل حدا يعيشه لنشوف الجلوبال نتورك او مثل ما بيقولوا انه الجلوبال نتورك يكون في عندنا فريندز وكوميونتي، مش بس انه محصورين ببوردر واحد، يعني نطلع اوتسايد ذا بوكس اذا فينا نقول. هيدي هي الفرص اللي بنقدمها للشباب اللبناني لنمكنه، لانه بنآمن انه كل فرصه لازم هي باب لينفتح مجال اكثر للشباب ليطوروا حالهم. وكمان في شيء كتير حلو وكتير مهم نحن بنآمن فيه، انه وقت حدا ياخد فرصه ويكون كوميتد، هيدا الفرصه اللي عم تنعطى للشباب ما لازم توقف عند محل شخص واحد. يعني نحن بنقول انه الاوبورتونيتي اللي عم تنتقل لكل شخص لازم تكون عم تنتقل معرفه لشخص ثاني، وكل فرصه تنقل فرصه لشخص ثاني، وهيك بنكون عن جد عم نعمل اثر حقيقي بالمجتمع وقت نكون عم نعطي. يعني just not giving we are not just taking، يعني ما عم ناخذ، نحن بس كمان عم نكون عم نعطي للمجتمع تبعنا. وهيدي الثقافه اللي عم نشتغل عليها والاكتيفيتيز اللي عم نشتغل عليها مع الشباب اللبناني.
شكرا جدا كلاودين. I just want to mention something that I'm very proud of as well. Claudine created a tool that can be used for active citizenship, and she is actually, and this is part of the equation when we want to have leaders influencing the whole country. They have also to cooperate with decision makers and policy makers, and that's what she did. And her idea is incorporated by and adopted by the government of Lebanon, and they are implementing it as an active citizenship system, and it's a technological tool that she created. I would also give the floor to Ms. Widet to tell us about the challenges that Tunisian youth face and how her organization is responding to this.
Thank you again. I made a list of struggles and others pop up on my mind. So I will just keep it very short and very clear for all of you. So I will go back to my failure. So my failure was about formal education. So the first struggle for us here in Tunisia, because our context is, our culture is very, very focused on formal education, on diplomas, on certificates that are formally recognizable by the government. And if you have a lot of certificates in non-formal education, not everyone can understand that. And this was the first and the biggest struggle, because I saw myself, after my failure on an academic level, I was lost and I didn't find any reference on how to do things. And then I took part in the first volunteering experience. For me, it was in the European Solidarity Corps. And that experience, after 2 years of my depression on the academic level, well, I was not only depressed, but also I was trying to find some solutions and opportunities. Then I participated in the European Solidarity Corps volunteering program project. And that project was actually life-changing one, because it's there that I discovered non-formal education methods. It's there that I started to understand what it means to travel to another country, to volunteer, and to learn and to gain something. So the idea came from there. When young people have a lot of pressure from families and from the society to have formal education, we forget about non-formal education. And that's our tool in order to get into international mobilities and to enjoy our young, like our youth and our young years while we are also learning. So the first struggle for us in the Tunisian context is that young people, they know that Tunisia is actually a partner in a lot of opportunities. It's a partner in a lot of unions, in the African Union, in the Maghreb Union, in the Arab Union, but they don't know about the opportunities that are offered thanks to these cooperations and thanks to these partnerships on the national level and the international one. So the idea was that I created Culture du Monde, which means the world of cultures. The cultures of the world, sorry, Culture du Monde. I created it because this is the context in which I can provide young people with these opportunities, and I can also create opportunities with them. So the idea was to create a space for non-formal education for young people. We are proposing volunteering experiences, learning experiences for young people. When I say young people, starting from 18 until 30, but also we are accepting more. That's also fine for us. We are accepting different ages. So to create volunteering experiences online and offline. So offline for young people on local, national level, offline for international participants. That's why we are having people from all over the world and sending us emails. We want to take part in your internship, for example, in your online volunteering experiences. And we are super happy about that. We are just a baby NGO, but we are making an impact. And this is like visible on the level of the communication. And then we are creating also opportunities for these young people to travel and to try volunteering abroad through volunteer camps. And this is the way for us to support these young people to be active on local level, national level, but also to be able to participate on international mobilities. We also suggest internships. Last year, we had our first summer internship. This year, we decided to do it in a different way. It's an online internship for communication volunteers. Also, like all of this to tell you that in our context in Tunisia, we have a lot of possibilities to take part in a lot of things. However, we also have struggles when it comes to our diplomatic way, I would say, having problems with visas, having problems with a lot of challenges to travel abroad. We have socioeconomic, of course, challenges, like young people cannot provide, they cannot afford. So what the organization does is that it gives the young people opportunity. Here it is. You have Erasmus Plus opportunities that are fully funded by the EU or partially funded. You have volunteer camps that are partially funded. You have opportunity also to take part in local initiatives that are funded by the government. So we are giving them the platform to discover, to connect, to discover, to implement these opportunities, and not to say, okay, I Googled it, I didn't find it. Okay, here it is. Come to Culture du Monde, join our network, join our social media, and you will find it. If you don't find it with us, you will find it with our partners. So why we are doing all of this, and we are doing it with passion, and we are spending a lot of time doing this, and most of the times we are doing it for free, for sure. Why? Because we think that this is our role as civil society and as young and youth-led NGOs. This is our role, is to support each other, because at a certain point, when the diploma doesn't work, when the formal education doesn't work, you can apply for scholarship and you show your volunteering experiences. You show the time that you spent serving your community or serving the international, human community. So I believe this is our major and fundamental role, is to say to young people like all of you here, I can see 300 plus participants, mashallah, amazing number. Just to tell you that we all started with these failures, but also try to find around you organizations like ours, like in Lebanon, here in Tunisia, or anywhere where you are. You will find it and you will shine, hopefully, inshallah, not in formal education, but in non-formal education. But this doesn't mean that you should, neglect your diplomas in the formal education. So yeah, thank you so much, Mina, again.
Thank you. Actually, it is, I will take from what you have said, which is the problems with visa, mobility, and all of this stuff. And I will mention, because our next speaker is Syrian. And I can tell you guys how tragic it is for Syrian people to get their first visa, or even if they have visas before, and they cannot move. We had the same problem with all Syrian participants in different events, in different programs. All the diplomatic missions, they reject their visa request. And I think this is one of the problems that Mary and Fatima themselves they experienced. But I would also ask Mary to tell us more about all the challenges that you can see that Syrian youth are facing, and how uplifting Syrian women is trying to alleviate these.
هلا من أكبر المشاكل يلي بيعاني منها الشباب السوري خاصة، وهي اللي سبق وحكيت عنها، هي الجاب بين التعليم الجامعي وسوق العمل. وهذا بالضبط يلي خلانا نأسس مبادرة Uplifting Syrian Women كمبادرة غير ربحية. قررنا من إنه كل خدماتنا تكون رقمية بالكامل، وهذا القرار ما كان بسبب بس ظروف الإنترنت والكهرباء بسوريا، بس حتى كمان نقدر نوصل بشكل متساوي لكل السوريين، سواء كانوا جوا البلد أو لاجئين بالدول المجاورة. عملنا بشكل أساسي موجه للنساء والشباب أصحاب الدخل المحدود، لأنه هن أكثر فئة تأثرت بالحرب، وأكثر فئة بحاجة للدعم، وأكثر فئة عارسة عن الوصول للفرص التقليدية. هلا بالنسبة للمجالات اللي بتشتغل فيها مبادرتنا، هي بتشتغل على أكثر من قطاع، وكل قطاع مرتبط بالثاني ومكمل له. مثلا بنقدم كورسات تعليمية بمسار متكامل من A to Z لمهارات قابلة للتطبيق فورا بسوق العمل، مثل أساسيات تصميم المواقع، برنامج أوتوكاد، صناعة المحتوى، كوبي رايتنج. وكمان ورشات تدريبية بتساعد على الدخول لسوق العمل للشباب، مثل كتابة CV، تجهيز بورتفوليو، حتى أنهم يعملوا حساب لينكدين. كمان قدمنا جلسات نقاش تفاعلية أونلاين بتركز على قضايا بتهم المرأة السورية تحديدا، مثل العنف القائم على النوع الاجتماعي، لدور المرأة بصناعة السلام. وكمان قدمنا تدريب على المناظرات لحتى يساعد الشباب يطوروا مهارات التفكير النقدي ويعبروا عن رأيهم بثقة. وكورس توجيه للكتابة الأكاديمية ساعد المشتركين يكتبوا وينشروا أبحاثهم العلمية. كمان قدمنا جلسات دعم نفسي واستشارات قانونية، وعملنا حملات توعوية على السوشيال ميديا حوالين قضايا بتهم الشباب السوري، وخاصة النساء، مثل الإيكواليتي، التنمية المستدامة، وقصص نجاح نساء حققوا إنجازات بمجتمعنا. أسسنا مبادرة أبليفتنج لأنه شفنا أنه الحرب ما بتوقف بس الاقتصاد والبنية التحتية بالبلد، بس بتوقف كمان فرص التعليم والتمكين، وأكثر متضرر هو المرأة. وقررنا نحن نملأ هي الفجوة بأدوات بسيطة، هي إنترنت وإرادة وفريق قامة بقضية. شكرا مينا.
شكرا. يعني thank you so much, Mary. Actually, it's very notable to say that this initiative was actually established during the war. It's not after the war. It was during the war, where the pumps are there and everything is there. They were working on ground. They were trying to make change. They were trying to create opportunities for youth and women to work from home and to get something like an income or something that can support them and their families. And I think also women are the most affected ones in war, and it's even reported by the UN. And I think it's also can be applied the same methodology in different conflict areas. We have people from different conflict regions and countries here. So maybe you can think about helping others if you can, and if you think you can help them, you can start something that can help them at least move on, create some income, or develop their skills. At the end, I don't want to make it so long for the speakers, and also because maybe we can receive 2 or 3 questions. If you have very specific questions that were not covered by the speakers, please raise your hand and I will pick 3 questions. But at the end, I want in 1 minute that every speaker give an advice for youth who want to change, who want to start something in their communities. As you know, it's very difficult. A lot of rejections, not I mean personal, but a lot of rejections even when you are trying to do some change or trying to do an activity or a project or whatever. Think about the 1 minute advice, and we will take now questions. Hadil, please, Hadil, tell us your name, your country, and the question, and to which person. يعني try to be specific and which speaker should reply.
اوكي مرحبا، انا اسمي هديل. انا من سوريا. هلا انا عايشه برا البلد، فاللي بدي اساله هن لاي من الصبايا الموجودين بالصوره، انه نحن كاشخاص نعرف واقع البلدان العربيه هذا منطقه المينا، وحابين نساعد وعندنا افكار طورناها، كيف ممكن نقدر نوصل هاي الخبرات لعنا اللي موجودة عنا اللي طورناها خلال دراستنا أو شغلنا بمنظماتهم مثلا أو بمنظمات رديفة إلهم، عشان نقدر نحن نوظف خبراتنا لخدمة أبناء البلد. لأنه أنا قبل سبق وطورت إنه مبادرة، بس ما قدرت إني أنفذها بسبب إني أنا غير موجودة داخل البلد. فهذا هو السؤال، إذا ممكن ماري أو فاطمة إنه كانوا
Yes.
هن من سوريا يعني.
Okay. Fatima is not here today, but Mary, please. Mary.
سوري، كان عندي مشاكل بالإنترنت، ممكن
لا
أستأذن
عادي
السؤال؟
عادي. هي بتسأل، هي عايشة بره سوريا، ولكنها سورية، وكان عندها experiences و knowledge من خلال شغلها والدراسات بتاعتها والخبرات اللي أخدتها. وكانت بتسأل إزاي إن هي تقدر إن هي تشارك ده مع الشباب في الوطن العربي وفي سوريا خصيصا. وإن هي حاولت قبل كده تعمل دوت، ولكن عدم وجودها فيزيكلي في سوريا كان طبعا بيمثل صعوبة في إن هي تنقل خبراتها للناس.
هلا دائما في مجال للتطوع مع منظمات او مبادرات بتقدم خدماتها اونلاين، فهي طالما عندها شيء فيها تقدمه للسوريين، مهارات او خبرات او نصائح، فيها تتطوع مع اي مبادرة موجودة اونلاين، فيها تقدم خبراتها للسوريين او تجهز كورس او محتوى تقدمه للسوريين عن طريق هي المبادرات. فيها مع الوقت لما تكتسب خبرة انه هي تأسس مبادرتها الخاصة.
جميل. I think it was Hadil. فهديل, you can communicate with Mary for uplifting Syrian women. You can also do a partnership. You can communicate with her well organization. They are doing also, they are offering for women a lot of courses for free when it comes to STEM related topics, to technology, social media, web designing, and a lot of stuff. Also, things related to their like career. You can communicate with them. And if you want to communicate with other organizations also in Lebanon and Tunisia and Egypt, I think this is part of the connection we're trying to create in this summit. One of the perks we mentioned that you will connect with each other. So if you have something that you can offer, please communicate with each others. Say, I can offer this, I can help you with this. How can I do it with you guys? And of course, they will be cooperative. Okay, Ibrahim. Ibra Ibrahim.
يس
Yes, go.
انا هتكلم بالعربي لانه
عادي، ما فيش مشكلة، اتفضل.
هو بالنسبة لي ممكن يعني اشرح بس نقطة. هو انا مبسوط ان انا موجود في وسط 366 شخص. كل اللي انا هتكلم عنه disabilities. هو الفكرة انه اللي حصل، اللي بيحصل في 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 اللي بيحصل في تونس، اللي بيحصل في لبنان، اللي بيحصل في سوريا،
م-
ازاي نقدر نساعد الديسابيليتيز اللي ناتجة عن حروب، او
م.
ناتجة عن حاجات تانية خارجة عن الإرادة.
جميل. حد من السبيكر حابب يرد؟ كلاودين، وداد. آه،
Yes,
أوكي.
I can just yeah, I can do that,
Yeah.
like from my side, what I see.
م-
If you can hear
م.
me well, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
For us in Tunisia, we don't have like Alhamdulillah, we don't have war, so I cannot talk about the war like crisis and what comes after war. But what I can talk about is that actually a lot of international opportunities are giving priority to people with disabilities. And this is very common in EU funded projects. I also saw in African Union funded projects. So this is a priority. Like what we can do practically when it comes to my organization, for example, we can collaborate with people who have ideas, and we are very open to do it online. If it's in Tunisia, we can do it offline, and we can search for funding for these projects together. And I think that it's always feasible. If we are not doing it for them, at least they know their needs and they can communicate their needs, and we can work together in order to meet their needs through projects and initiatives.
Yes, yes, I'm glad to hear that. I'm from Egypt. We can do it online. Yani if you're ha helping to support me, or I'm helping to support you, we can do it online. I'm very open to do that.
Yes. انا برضو عشان انت من مصر، فبرضو I would suggest to ان انت تتواصل مع حلم. حلم is the biggest organization in the Middle East,
انا
working.
عارف حلم. انا
اه
يعني انا الحلم بالنسبة لي حاجة كبيرة جدا، بس
بيتك. اه
بالنسبة لي أنا عايز أتواصل مع اللي بره أكتر، علشان اللي
م-
في مصر إنه فكرة إنه مقتصرة على المؤسسات أو على لا،
م-
أنا عايز الناس،
م.
people who might know إنه في مشكلة، إن إحنا نبقى مع اليوث أكتر في إنه يبقى في حل.
Yes.
بس يعني
ده جميل جدا، وممكن تستارت برضو مع الشباب من دول أخرى، إن أنتوا حتى تعملوا حاجة مع بعض، حتى لو جروب أونلاين بتشيروا فيه الأوبورتيونيتيز أو الفرص اللي تقدر تساعدوا بيها. ممكن برضو يكون فيها زي نوع من أنواع نقل الخبرات، مع الدخول طبعا مع شراكات مع مؤسسات زي ما وداد offered
انا
ومؤسسات الأخرى.
انا I'm open to that offer يعني.
م.
Please.
I shared my LinkedIn link in the chat. I hope you can find it. I'll keep sharing it again and again.
Yeah.
Maybe it
Okay,
disappears.
Okay.
okay,
Thank
okay.
you.
Thank you with
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. أنا I would move to the next speaker. أنا عارف many of you have a lot of questions، بس عشان الوقت في آخر الإيفنت اللي حابب يسأل حاجة هنفتح الفلور for people who are interested to ask. They can ask, but we will also try to stick to the timeline. ف Thank you, Claudine. Thank you, Widad, and thank you, Mary, for joining us and for sharing your knowledge with young people. I hope also they will stay connected with you. And also, at the end of the event, we are going to share with them the links for your social media, the organizations, so they can follow Unity Up, Culture du Monde, and Uplifting Syrian Women and Hair Well, and also our main partners, Kectil and UMIT Bridge, for future opportunities, of course, and for communicating and partnering with you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I forgot the 1 minute the 1 minute advice. Sorry for this. Yeah, we can start with Claudine very quickly.
اوكي كويكلي ماي ادفايس او اللي انا حابه اقوله انه اول شيء نحن بالمنطقه العربيه والمنطقه الجنوب عندنا كتير ستراجلز انه نوصل لفرص، في عندنا كتير اوقات يعني ستراجلز انه نعمل امبروفمنت او تقدم بمجتمعاتنا. النقطه الاساسيه انه نحن ما لازم ابدا يعني ما لازم نستخف بحيالله خطوه نعملها لو قد ما كانت صغيره، خطوه على خطوه حتفتح ابواب اكثر وحتفتح فرص اكثر لتوصلوا للجولز الاساسي او الهدف الاساسي اللي انتم حاطيتكم بالكارير او بروفيشنال اكسبيرينس او بروفيشنال ليفل اللي انتم عم تشتغلوا عليه. هيدا اهم شيء. بليف ان يور سيلف، يعني امنوا بحالكم كثير. وات ايفر الانيشيتيف اللي حكاكم عنها مينا عني، ثانك يو سو ماتش مينا على السبورت وكل شيء انت عم تعطينا اياه من اليونج سيفل سوسايتي ليدر لليوم من سبورت. هي انيشيتيف بلشت از يوث انيشيتيف، في كتير عالم ما آمنوا فيها وفي كتير عالم قالوا لي إنه شو حتعملي بهيدا الانيشيتيف ما حتوصلي لمحل. Now هيدا الانيشيتيف هي selected as one of the leading AI responsible AI cases بالمينا region وبالشرق الأوسط. So هيدي كانت success كتيرة من انيشيتيف بلشنا فيها بفكرة. So just believe in yourself بالبوتنشال اللي عندكم إياها وأبدا don't give up. الopportunities كتيرة، بس أهم شيء بكل opportunity بتاخدوها أو opportunity بتاخدوها أو فرصة بتاخدوها تكونوا committed، تكونوا عن جد عم تعملوا full experience وتكونوا engaged to the maximum بهيدي opportunity كرمال تستفيدوا منها تتعلموا منها، ما تكون just as leadership هيك in photo، لا leadership authentic leadership عن جد on personal level. This is my advice. Thank you so much Mina and all the speakers also.
Thank you. We did.
I totally agree with Claudia. And I would add to that is that use the net wisely. Like follow people that you would like to have the same opportunity that they have. It's okay to follow them and to see their posts on social media and also to get inspired by them. But it's also okay to dedicate at least 2 hours per week to apply for opportunities and projects. Also, don't apply too much in order not to get a lot of depression and deception, because you should be strategic. You should know yourself and your needs and why you want to do that and how you're going to do that. So don't overload yourself with a lot of opportunities and then you say, oh my God, I failed them all. And you know that you are not eligible for them. So that's why I say, like Mina always tells us, read, please, the email, read the application form, read the questions. If you are eligible, do it. If you are not, don't do it. And also ask people who did it before you. People are very open and generous. I have had a lot of support from Mina, for example. Just when I send a message, he answers me with a lot of details. We have a lot of people who are very, very open to share, very generous. We are here with you. We are here like with you. And this is the proof that you can do it. And also, one and very, very important advice, don't take volunteering for granted and don't underestimate volunteering, because the people who are giving their time, they are also helping you and supporting you to do it. So please respect it. And when you become yourself a volunteer and a leader, you will understand that. So take part in everything strategically, commit responsibly, and just believe in your passport. Whatever color your passport has, it opens doors for you. So don't get depressed because you have a green passport, for example, like me in the beginning. But then thanks to that and thanks to the efforts and to the hard work and to the a lot of hours of work, I made it at a certain point and I realized some of my dreams, not all of them, but I did. And alhamdulillah, this is very feasible and you can do it, all of you, girls and guys and everyone in between. Thank you so much.
Mary.
هلا الو سامعيني؟
سامعينك يس.
سوري في مشاكل انترنت.
لا
هلا
لا
انا
مش
نصيحتي
مشكلة.
للشباب انه تسعوا في حال الرفض ما توقفوا، لانه الرفض جزء طبيعي من الطريق ومو كل مره بنقدم رح ننقبل. استغلوا اي فرصه حتى تطوروا مهاراتكم قد ما كانت هالفرصه صغيره، كل فرصه مهما كانت بسيطه بتضيف لكم شيء، خبره، مهاره او حتى معرفه اكثر عن شو بدكم فعلا. وابنوا شبكة علاقات، ما تخلوا الفرصة مقتصرة بس على الجهة يلي قدمتها لكم، خلوها توصلكم لأماكن أكبر من هيك، شبكة لفكرة لمشروع أو تعاون جديد. وبنفس الوقت اشتغلوا على حالكم لحالكم. التعليم لازم يكون مستمر وما يتوقف، لا عند فرصة معينة ولا منصب معين ولا مهارة معينة.
شكرا جدا ماري. Thank you for all the speakers. وأتمنى إن احنا كلنا في يوم من الأيام to be in the stage and to tell others about our story and how it started. أنا دايما بقول لأي حد السبيكر اللي أنت سمعته منه النهاردة في يوم من الأيام أنت هتبقى مكانه وبتحكي قصتك المختلفة تماما اللي خلتك تعمل حاجة لغيرك أو إن أنت تساعدهم. وعشان كده احنا السيشن اللي بعدها، انا عارف ان احنا متاخرين في الجدول شويه، ولكن زي ما انتم عارفين السبيكرز وكمان الاسئله يعني احنا بنحاول نغطي كل حاجه النهارده. احنا معانا في السيشن ديت جوهريك، وهي كيكتل بورد ممبر، جلوبال بورد ممبر، وفاوندر اوف كيكتل ارمينيا. هي got Erasmus Mendus scholarship program, and also she joined a lot of programs. Part of these programs were Erasmus Plus. I want also to say about the connection part that I only met Johar when she was in an event, and I like our roads crossed. And sometimes you don't think that you will meet people again, but we met again. We worked together. We are trying to do something bigger than us together. And this is the power of network. You just meet people that they have the same interests, the same as you, and then you start connecting and doing something bigger than you. I will leave the floor for Johar to start her story from just a participant, a normal young person like us, to be a global platform present. I will, yeah, you can share the screen now. I stopped the screen.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Merhaba. Salam alaikum. Hala salam. I try to remember all words possible to greet people in Arabic countries. And for sure, Barevzes in my native language, in Armenian language. And yes, I'm Goharik. And Mina is the only person calling me Johara, and I'm very happy to discover it. My name is like actually has Arabic meaning. We took it from very early times, and I'm very happy to speak with you because I love Arabic culture. I'm Armenian. We are very near to your countries. I saw we have people here from Aleppo, Syria. We have a big community Armenian diaspora there, and I'm very happy. I hope I will visit all your countries and learn Arabic one day. Actually, I tried to catch some words which are similar we use, but anyways, I need to learn it from the beginning. Thank you very much for all your speaking. Actually, I really liked all you said, and also I was following the translation in Arabic, and actually I'm going to have to be a logical continuation, the thing that you already discussed. And also thank you very much, Sherry, for your part. And actually I want to share YouTube video of Sherry's personal leadership path because actually Sherry didn't manage to speak with a lot of examples, but here on YouTube we have a wonderful video, very actually exclusive one. So if you have time, just go YouTube and watch this video about Sherry's personal life. Actually, I'm going to share my personal story too. But the thing is that we are here approximately like 400 people, but we have less than 10 open cameras. So that's a dilemma, you know? Like you should open your cameras, people, because I love to see your reactions. I love to see your emotions. If you are not in a worst place to open your cameras, so it will be great to see your faces, remember you, and later maybe to start any kind of collaboration with you because it's always possible if we remember each eye's faces, and later on LinkedIn you will like send a connection and I will say, oh, that was the girl who I saw. Okay, so let me share my screen and start my personal story. It sounds like a bit big, but I tried. So I tried to make it as Arabic as possible to integrate you to be happy. So I can't read for sure this. Mina, can you just read and be sure that translation is good? Because I was trying to find very interesting quote. I knew this one. If you venture in pursuit of noble glory, do not settle for anything less than the stars, from Al Mutanabi. But please just read the Arabic.
Johar, you are putting me in a bad situation because this is even an Arabic that is harder for me. I will try my best. I studied Arabic for 18 years, but Arabic is very hard. This is the official Arabic. إذا غمرت في شرف مروم فلا تقنع بما دون النجوم.
Okay,
I hope the Arabic speakers can confirm that I'm right and my education is not a waste.
Okay, so I should
No,
be
it's
very
good. It's good, Mina. It's good.
okay. Anyways, why I wanted to start with this, and as Alexander also mentioned during the beginning part, that you need to think about something. Everyone mentioned about it. Sherry, to our speakers too, that you should have your own goals, incentives, motivation, your own journey, and go there and take the biggest one. You know, never limit you in your city. Actually, my presentation going to be very formal, so I'm going to speak about with you my experience with like CV information. That's why I am just here to say some interesting information about myself. So I'm Gohari Grigorian from Armenia. I was born in Russia, but I'm originally Armenian. I'm living here. Last years, I managed to live in France and Poland because I did my ESC too. Like I did ESC too. As I remember, one of our colleagues with Culture du Monde organization did. I visited already 35 countries approximately. I speak Armenian for sure, Russian, French, English, Polish. I know a bit German and I can read Greek, but I really want to study Arabic one day. So hopefully the next time I will speak in Arabic more during my presentation. As you see, I like very much chess, like swimming and cooking. So this is information that besides formal education periods, we sometimes like we do easy things. And I'm going to speak about like my journey from as a participant who were like you sitting on the other side of the table listening people to the international platforms. And this is the picture from the from the Armenia Arab First International Conference, which was in Armenia last year. We organized with Kectil and we met wonderful people from different Arabic countries. Unfortunately, for visa issues, we had less countries than it could be. But anyways, it was the happiest thing because I was always having this connection with Arab countries, and I was really very happy to host with Sherry and Edward and Kekil Armenia Arab people to our country. What I decided to do, I decided to speak about successes and setbacks. So basically, the challenges are more important, and I'm going to speak about to tell you every single step, like good things and bad things, which parallelly is going to our lives, and maybe you will find your own story there or something similar. And I wanted to share just firstly that I started my journey from 15 years old because this is first time that I went to do volunteering. Doing volunteering work is really very important if you want to achieve something big in the future. That basically the successes, like materialistic successes, are coming from the university because you are admitted to university, you are awarded scholarship, basically, and these are already visual results. So when I was 18 years old, I got very bad and strict, serious illness, and because of that, I spent the whole my bachelor degree, which is 4 years in Armenia, with a lot of treatment and medicine. I had a tumor, but it was like not very bad, so I'm very nice now. But basically, it was the time when I was about to enter to university, and I was getting a lot of medicine and drugs, and I was not under my control. So it was super hard for me to get high scores because I had another issue which was not under my control. But anyways, I admitted to university, West University in Armenia, French Armenian University, but I didn't have any scholarship. What I did, firstly, I'm coming from the poorest region in Armenia, and I was about to move to Yerevan, the capital of Armenia. And I'm sure that a lot of you share the same experience that because of financial problems, social issues, you can't move to other city or country to continue your qualified education. And I had the same problem. What I did, I started to apply for different scholarships, having the base of my volunteering work. And I got scholarships, so basically I spent a very less amount of money during 4 years of my studies. I completed my first international internship. Actually, I was really very eager to go to study somewhere abroad, but my university didn't have any Erasmus mobility to go outside. I knew that there were UGRAD program. It's a US embassy program. You can go and study 1 semester during your bachelor degree. In all countries it works. So if you are interested, you can apply for. But I got rejected. So I was, oh my God, I was thinking I was very smart. Why I got rejected actually. But at the same time, I got selected for another international program. I went to Ukraine, my first international program. Then I joined the Kectil program and did internship. So I have here some pictures I'm showing. Oops. I have fancy pictures too, so just to give you a bit of motivation, here is my letter I found from 2022, like 4 years ago, that congratulations, you have been selected as a youth leader in Kectil program. And actually, I was very happy. And I had another slide about my Kectil journey specifically, but today Mina said I should speak about other programs too. I have links here. So here is my first time I was in like abroad, and I did a lot of very like things that I didn't even imagine I could do, because when you go abroad you are alone, you don't speak the language the people speak, so you should struggle a bit, but it gives you a lot of confidence. During these years I became a Young European Ambassador. I checked in Arabic countries, there is no Young European Ambassador program anymore, but there is a Young Leaders in Regional Diplomacy. I put the link here. So if you are interested in diplomacy, you can apply. This was the first time I went to Central Europe, Council of Europe, and I speak on behalf of my country as Armenian delegate. I went to Brussels too, it was in Strasbourg. I went to the European Commission, and this is the building of European Parliament. And also, this is the picture from the United States, because being a part of Kectil program and being very authentic gives you opportunity to meet another, like a bunch of people like you. And I went to the United States too. And for me, as I studied economics, but I changed my profession to educational management and governance. It was super important to appear in a Ministry of Education. In our country, sometimes it's very hard to go to be and participate in governmental different structure program. So it was a big thing for me. So yeah, first years were not very good when it comes about the health. So be very careful about your health. It's very important. But it was kind of rich, and I was very happy at the end of my bachelor degree. But after that, I wanted to have a master's degree. I really wanted. So I applied for Chevening. It's a program, it's a scholarship. You can study in in UK, United Kingdom. And I was like, oh, I was thinking, basically, I'm smart enough. Probably I will pass. But actually, I didn't even have my like graduation diploma that time. So now I'm just getting back, and I'm thinking I was very more confident. Actually, it's not good. You should really evaluate yourself. So my goal was to get accepted into international master's program. And I struggled for that 3 years. And this year, finally, I will go to do it. But I will show you the way how it was. So basically, I applied and I got rejected. I was super like stressful, because I was thinking I'm very stupid. Oh my God, like why I didn't accept it. But at the same time, I got opportunity to work with UNHCR agency in Armenia. I founded 2 NGOs, one about professional orientation center. We help people to understand the future profession that they want to become, and also Kectil Armenia NGO. We are organizing different intercultural international events. And also, I went to France. I did my European Solidarity Corps program there. I did volunteer there, and I was about to write the research. So it was very nice. I volunteered, I traveled 10 countries. So basically, that was super nice, especially from the eye of different people. But anyway, my goal was to get accepted into master's degree. And also the good part of that, the setbacks for us individually like feels like, oh my God, we are the worst in this situation. But actually, no, I'm trying to concentrate on the good things. And that time also I found my life partner, and that was amazing. I don't need any masters as I have him on my side. So, but actually after that, I was also thinking to get new master's degree. So here, during this year, I didn't get any masters. No worries. I participated in different programs in different countries. I went to Turkey, Moldova, Georgia. I did my program. So here on this slide, I put links. You can find programs. It's Erasmus Exchange Salto link. You can write your country name. It will open all possible opportunities for your countries. This is youth portal for people who want to do volunteering work outside of their countries, and you can check later these links. What I did, so this is already like 2 years past. Still I want to get master's degree. Like I applied for Erasmus Mundus for Swedish Institute. I never get it, so I got rejected one more time. This time I'm for sure stupid. Like, I mean, I'm for sure doing something bad. But anyways, the universe also knows what is the best place for you for that time. And I got offer to go to work at the National Assembly of Armenia as assistant to an MP, which was a great opportunity for me. And I participated in different international conferences. I continued to participate, and I applied for another program, Blaine Kirkland Scholarship Program. It was like, unfortunately, it's not yet for Arab country representatives, but it's in Poland. So 1 year, 2 semester, research, thesis, blah, 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 but not degree. So basically, I'm still in my desire to go to get this master's degree. So what I did, I traveled, I did a lot. This is me in Egypt, in Luxor city. By the way, I have a selfie with Tutankhamun. The mummy of Tutankhamun, I managed to do that. And I met MENA there when we became very close colleagues. Now we are friends, so we are doing a lot of things together. And this networks really, really means to me. I went to South Africa. For Armenian to go to South Africa, it's something like not a lot of people do that. To participate at BRICS conference, here I am with my Kectil leader award in the National Assembly of Armenia. I have this picture framed actually because this is also result that shows that the cooperation is very important, the networking is very important, and to think about others and to create something for them this is the most important thing. And also I participate like francophone projects. I know that some of you speak French, and this is Lankikran. So here what I put, this is the link of Francophonie, the l'OIF, l'Organisation Internationale de Francophonie. If you speak French and you want to find projects to go to participate in different countries on different topics, it will worth to go to check this website. And also you can Google BRICS because it doesn't have any specific one profile if you are interested in BRICS countries and want to know much more. And also Euro-Arab Youth Forum, but unfortunately like it doesn't, they don't do that every year, so we still need to wait for the next one. And MENA is the prof; he knows when it could be more than me. And this year I applied one more time. The thing was that last year I applied for Erasmus Mundus. I got rejected because my English score was 91 of TOEFL instead of 92. They give me opportunity to go to pass it one more time. I spent money. I went to pass this exam 3 times. 3 times I got 91 instead of 92. I was, oh my God, why it's happening with me? But this year, fortunately, I took IELTS and I recommend everyone to take IELTS actually. That's better. And I got the score I was needed. And finally, now I got awarded with Erasmus Mundus scholarship. And I'm going to study in 4 countries. For people who doesn't know, Erasmus Mundus is a master's program which allow you to study 4 semesters in 4 countries. For my case, I'm going to study 1st semester in Austria, 2nd semester in Finland, 3rd semester in China, and the fourth semester in Germany. I'm going to study about higher education management and leadership and governance. This is my topic. But there are a lot of other programs. And I got accepted in Armenia, being a researcher for 405 Education Alliance, which is very important for me. But because sometimes international projects are like very visible. You can show that you travel. This is something privileged until now for a lot of people. But never underestimate your own career goals in your own local places, in your country, in your cities, in your towns. It's also very, very important. Here for this year, I have visa issues because to get a visa residence permit, I need to travel to other countries and it's still an ongoing process. But basically for now, I don't have as much challenges as I had before, but I'm really waiting for them because I love to have new challenges every time. Here are pictures. Actually, this is my message that I got accepted for Erasmus Mundus scholarship, and it was one of the most like the happiest days in my life. I shared here Erasmus Mundus catalog link. If you are interested, you can go, you can check, you can find a possibility. And also recently, I was participating to another academic course. If you are interested to, for example, if you don't have time to get master's degree, but you really want to get some academic credits for short term, like Erasmuses are very nice, but for academic ones, I suggest you to go to check Central European University Summer University courses. It's in Hungary, Budapest. Recently, I went there. By the way, I saw we have a lot of people from Oman, and I discovered the Omanis woman here. She was speaking very good things about Oman. I was like, I need to go to travel Oman. I'm really admired people there and about also education level and everything. So I will leave this link here too. Go check and apply. They have scholarships. They cover everything. You can get these scholarships too. What I did else, actually, I tried to be as useful as possible. Actually, here you have people already with a lot of treasures, information treasures for you. Basically, they shared everything they have, especially the organization, the one you were thinking that you are helping people to get to write their applications. So use these opportunities because we are speaking about what we have, but we are not people. We are not the ones who will come instead of you and work. We will just inform you, and it's your responsibility to take actions. So I put here the link opportunities for all. This is the different international platforms. I tried to gather together the all possible links where you can find different conferences, scholarships, projects, exchanges, etc. And there is the one I can't read, but it's for sure Arabic. And I tried to find international platforms where a lot of international opportunities are spread in Arabic language. So this is what I found, but it should be double checked because I don't know Arabic, so I couldn't check it very well. But actually, these are the names and the websites. They have like channels where you can just enter and see a lot of international possibilities in Arabic language. And for sure, you have Prodigy with MENA. So for sure, you follow the pages and you know more. Also, I have 2 slides and that's all. This is my contacts. If you have any questions, if you think that I can be helpful for you, to mentor you, to guide you, to help you to understand which professional field is good for you, or which master's program or which program internationally is good for you, you can achieve, or how to write your motivation letter or CV or application, you can for sure write me and I will put my Instagram link here. So basically I'm sharing a lot of opportunities on my Instagram, mostly in my native language, but on my stories I have a lot in English. I put my Instagram link here. If you are interested, if you think that I can be helpful for you, just write me. Don't hesitate. Don't think that it's shameful. Like, I mean, don't think that, oh my God, what she will think about me. Maybe I will ask a stupid question. There is no stupid questions. Just come to ask, use us as people who already did something, just use us, because when I was like 20, 19 years old, I was using every single person. If I knew that they did something, I was like sharing, like sending messages. Hello, hello, can you explain me this? Can you explain me this? And actually, that's a great pleasure for us to help you to achieve one more thing, because the world will become better and better from this. And thank you very much. I don't think we have time for a question. I tried to be as short as possible. You will get my presentation too. Actually, I can put the link here too, so you can have the all links. But for sure, don't hesitate to ask me, to write me. I will not answer like super immediately, for sure, but I will try to do my best to answer all your questions. Thank you very much. Shukran, how you say?
شكرا.
Shukran.
Yeah.
Shukran.
عفوا. Thank you so much, Johar. People might ask why I brought Johar and I didn't bring another person from the MENA region. We already have the four leaders from the region. They have different stories. They join different programs. But I wanted also to create this intercultural thing. Like when you see people from other countries struggling the same struggle that you have, people might not even know about Armenia, and they don't know the struggles that Armenian people have as well. So when you feel this connection with others around the world, this makes you more a global leader, more a global perspective or global minded person. أنا دلوقتي هتكلم بالعربي عشان الناس ممكن تفهم أكتر. I will say some words in English sometimes، بس خلينا نتكلم كده بالعربي. السيشن الجاية هي عن ازاي اصلا نحصل على الفرص اللي بتبقى موجوده. احنا سمعنا كتير من خلال السبيكرز بتوعنا على فرص كتير. يمكن في بعض السبيكرز برضو ما قالوش كل الفرص اللي حصلوا عليها، ولكن اغلبهم حصلوا على فرص كتيره جدا ولكن بعد ستراجلز كبيره. انا حاولت اجمع لكم زي الزتونه احنا بنقول بالمصري، او زي التابس والتريكس او الحاجات اللي نقدر ان احنا نبص عليها. للي ما يعرفنيش، انا مينا فنجري من مصر. انا كيكتل جلوبال بورد ممبر، يوجيل كونكتور. بعمل ادفوكيشن او ادفوكاسي للسكولرشيبس او المنح الدراسيه والغير دراسيه. وشغلي الاساسي بشتغل على برامج دوليه للشباب في المنطقه الاورو متوسطيه، وبرضو منطقة المينا ريجن أو الشرق الأوسط. أنا ثانية عايز أبتدي معاكم بديت عشان حاجة مهمة جدا، ألا وهي إن أنا في يوم من الأيام كنت الصورة اللي على الشمال ديت اللي عليها السهم الأحمر، حد شايفها؟ كنت سوري. كنت طالب عادي جدا في ثانوية عامة في مصر، حكومي، من عيلة فقيرة، من عيلة من في منطقة من أفقر مناطق مصر. ولكن كنت حاسس إن في فرص، كنت حاسس إن في حاجة ممكن تتغير. إزاي وفين والكيفية إزاي هعمل ده معرفش. الفكرة كلها ان انت ساعات كتير بتبتدي بحلم. الحلم دوت في البداية بيبقى صعب. الحلم دوت في البداية بيبقى كابوس مش حلم، ان انت بتقعد تترفض زي ما كل سبيكرز قالوا، او ان انت بتحس ان انت مش مؤهل كفاية، او ان انت بتنافس على فرص بينافس عليها ناس حوالين العالم كتيرة جدا. ولكن بعد سنين انا سافرت تقريبا 18 دولة. في دول منهم سافرتها حوالي 4 مرات، في أوروبا، أمريكا، أفريقيا، يورو ايجين كونتريز، أو مناطق آه، شرق اوروبا برضو. وكل دوت من خلال fully funded opportunities او منح مموله بالكامل. وهنتكلم يعني ايه منح قدام. انا ليه حطيت الصوره دي؟ it's just an inspiration that sometimes even if you don't know how it can happen. انا ما كنتش عارف ازاي، وكنت شاب كده عادي جدا ما اعرفش ايه اللي هيحصل قدام في الحياه. ولكن it was figured out alone. يعني through the journey while you are trying you will figure something، وبعد كده هتلاقي حاجة تانية انت ابتديت تكتشفها لحد ما هتحقق ده. انا اخدت فرص لمنح دراسية او اكاديمية زي البكالوريوس. اتقبلت في 3 ماجستير منح، بس قبلت واحدة منهم، في 2 ما رضيتش اسافر او ان انا اروح لهم. واتقبلت اكاديميك اكسشينج امريكا، رحت ترم هناك. اتقبلت تطوع، اتقبلت تدريبات، مؤتمرات، يوث اكسشينجز او تبادل ثقافي، برضو تريننج كورسز. ففي حاجات كتير جدا اتقبلت فيها من خلال فولي فاندد opportunities او منح ممولة بالكامل. فاول حاجة احنا هنتكلم عنها هي الماث، او ان الناس بتفتكر ان الفرص ديت هي للناس النيردز اونلي، او الناس اللي هي قاعده بتذاكر طول الليل والنهار، زي الشيخ محمود في مرجان احمد مرجان. مش كل الدول العربيه تفتكر الموفي دوت، ولكن ده فيلم مشهور، وكان الراجل دوت اخذ منحه دراسيه مموله بالكامل عشان هو كان متفوق دراسيا. ودي اكتر حاجه احنا بنفتكرها، ان انت لازم تكون بس متفوق دراسيا، ولازم تكون الاول على الدفعه، او انت افضل واحد في المجال بتاعك من حيث الجزء الاكاديمي او الدراسه او الابحاث فقط. ودي حاجه غلط، لان مش لازم تكون عندك كل ده. طيب، خلينا سريعا كده نقول يعني ايه منحة. المنحة ديت هي بتبقى فلوس او تمويل بتاخده من خلال جامعة او من خلال منظمة، وده بيبقى عشان هم شايفين الابيليتيز بتاعتك، القدرات بتاعتك، المهارات بتاعتك، وان انت عندك بوتنشال، ان انت عندك حاجة شايفينها فيك تقدر تعملها قدام. مش بيبصوا بس على الشخص دلوقتي، بيبصوا كمان هو قدام ممكن يبقى ايه. هل هو هيبقى ليدر؟ هل هو هيبقى قائد في مجتمعه؟ هل هو هيصنع تغيير؟ ولا هم هينفستوا في الشخص الغلط؟ لان خلي بالكم المنحه هي عباره عن انفستمنت، عباره عن استثمار. فهو بيستثمر في شخص، الشخص ده لازم يكون عنده البوتنشال ان هو يبقى حاجه كويسه قدام، مش مجرد ان هو اتعلم وما بيعلمش غيره، او ان هو اخد فرصه وما بيساعدش غيره ان هو ياخد نفس الفرص، او ان هو يصنع لهم تغيير في المجتمع بتاعهم. بس الشخص دوت بيبقى كمان عنده ليتل ماني، او ما عندوش القدره ان هو يدفع فلوس او مصاريف الحاجه ديت. وهتلاقوني ان انا في التعريف كاتب ان هي فورمال education ونون فورمال education او informal education، عشان في منح دراسيه ومنح غير دراسيه، وهنعرفها مع بعض في السلايدات الجايه. طب ايه البينفيتس اللي انت ممكن تاخدها من الفرص او المنح؟ اول حاجه ان انت الاتشيفمنتس بتاعتك بتبقى مختلفه، حتى السي في بتاعك او السيره الذاتيه بتاعتك بيبقى فيها حاجه مختلفه تماما. بتلاقي فاينانشال سبورت، واغلبنا بيحتاج الدعم المادي عشان نقدر ناخد فرص، سواء فرص تعليميه او غير تعليميه. زي ما قلنا الريزومي او السي في او السيره الذاتيه بتاعتك بتبقى مختلفه، لان انت واخد منح، او ان انت واخد فرص تعليميه مختلفه. برضو ترافلينج، انا عارف ان ترافلينج it seems ان هو you are traveling for fun. no, I mean traveling here ان انت بتعيش مع ناس مختلفة، بتقابل ناس مختلفة، بتشوف ثقافات مختلفة، بتاكل اكل مختلف، تشوف لغة مختلفة. صدقوني اكتر حاجة بتأثر فيك في الحياة هو الدايفرستي ديت، وبتحس ان انت حاجه صغيره جدا في عالم كبير جدا، وان انت مش السنتر اوف ايرث، او ان انت مش الشخص الوحيد في العالم، مش انت اهتمام الكون. في ناس كتيره جدا. وكمان بيخليك ان انت لما بتيجي تفكر في مشكله بتبص عليها من منظور جلوبال، او بتبص عليها من منظور اعم او اشمل من المنطقه اللي انت قاعد فيها بس، او البيئه اللي انت قاعد فيها بس. وده بيغير لك تفكيرك، بيفتح لك مجالات جديده، بيخليك تشوف حاجات عمرك ما فكرت فيها قبل كده، بتفكر تفكير نقدي بعد السفر، وده بيخليك ان انت حياتك تتغير بعدين. الليدرشيب والكارير، اغلب المنح بتساعدك برضو سواء دايركتلي او اندايركتلي ان انت يبقى عندك ليدرشيب سكيلز، وده بيبيلد ثرو البرنامج نفسه والاكسبيرينس او الخبرات اللي انت بتمر بيها. وبرضو بتخلي الكارير بتاعك افضل، لان وجودك في منح ممولة او جزئيا او ممولة كليا بيدي انطباع ان انت في ناس استثمرت فيك قبل كده وامنت بقدراتك، فاحنا كمان ممكن نثق فيك ونآمن برضو بقدراتك. آخر حاجة and this is the most important thing, and if you just got one thing from my presentation is this: network is everything. ال النيتوركينج او شبكة العلاقات ده اهم حاجة في الوجود، اهم حاجة في الوجود، اهم من، يعني سوري من اللي هقول، اهم حتى من شهادتك الجامعية. النيتوركينج ده بيساعدك ان انت تحصل على فرص اكتر، بيساعدك ان انت تمشي شغلك، بيساعدك ان انت على الاقل يبقى عندك اصدقاء حوالين العالم. يعني انا لو رحت اي دوله دلوقتي حوالين العالم هقدر الاقي ناس ان انا اقابلها، هقدر الاقي ناس يستضيفوني، لو حد جه اقدر استضيفه. لو انت عندك شغل هناك، لو انت عايز تروح تدرس هناك، لو انت عايز تسأل على حاجه، حتى بتكلم في المجالات. يعني تخيل ان انت عارف اقوى ناس من دولهم في مجالاتهم، فمتخيل انت عايز تسأل على حاجه معينه، فهتتصل بفلان، هتتصل بفلانه، هتكلم فلان، هتبعت له، هيرد عليك. فانت عندك كونكشن تقدر ان انت تعتمد عليه في حاجات كتير، ودي مهمه جدا 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 في حياتك الاجتماعيه وحياتك المهنيه، وكمان لو انت بتقدم على فرص. سريعا كده، ايه هي بقى انواع المنح عشان نبقى عارفين كده ايه هي الحاجات اللي احنا بنقدم عليها؟ انا مقسمها لكم 4 تقسيمات. اول حاجه من حيث تحمل التكلفه او الفند، في نوعين، في نوع fully funded وفي partially funded. fully funded they cover everything from A to Z، فهو زي ما بنقول بالمصري من الابره للصاروخ. كل حاجه، الفيزا كوست بتاعتك، الجامعه بتاعتك، السكن بتاعك، الاكل بتاعك، بدوك مرتب شهري، كل حاجه حرفيا بيدفعوها لك. الطيران بتاعك. المدفوع جزئيا بيبقى عليك جزء وهم عليهم جزء. ودي بتختلف من منحه لمنحه. ممكن منحه تشيل من عليك فلوس الدراسه بس انت عليك فلوس السكن والاكل والطيران، ممكن منحه تشيل من عليك فلوس السكن والاكل والجامعه ولكن يبقى عليك انت الطيران والفيزا، وهكذا. انت لازم تقرا المنحه وهي بتكفر ايه، فهتلاقي جزء بيقول لك the financial support، or مثلا هتلاقيهم بيقولوا لك this is what the program covers، فلازم تقرا بعدها ايه اللي هم بيكفروه. تاني حاجة هو الامبلمنتيشن فين؟ هل هي فيزيكلي ولا اونلاين؟ هل هو لازم تروح هناك ولا حاجة افتراضية وممكن تحضرها عن طريق الانترنت؟ وفي برامج كتير كده سواء أكاديمية أو غير أكاديمية، يعني سواء منح بكالوريوس أو ماجستير ممكن تاخد الماجستير اونلاين، أو إن أنت ممكن تروح هناك. ممكن برضو تحضر برنامج أو ايفنت اونلاين، أو أنت ممكن تروح هناك وتاخد الفرصة ديت. تالت حاجة هي السبونسر. مين اللي بيدفع لك الفلوس؟ هل هي حكومة
عندي
زي
سؤال.
الحكومة، زي الحكومة الأمريكية، الحكومة اليابانية، الحكومة الألمانية؟ كل دي حكومات بتقدم منح وفرص للشباب في المنطقة بتاعتنا في الشرق الأوسط. في كمان institutions او مؤسسات كبيره او intergovernmental institutions زي اليوروبيان كوميشن، الاتحاد الاوروبي، زي مثلا اليو ان، زي مؤسسات اخرى ممكن تكون بتقدم دوت. عندك universities او جامعات، الجامعات نفسها هي اللي بتقدم الفرصه ديت وبتدي seats fully funded او partially funded عندها عشان تاتراكت ناس شاطرين بس ما عندهمش المقدره الماديه ان هم يدفعوا دوت للجامعه. اخر حاجه بتبقى بزنس مان او بتبقى سيلبرتيز او فيموس بيبل زي اوبرا وينفري، زي اوباما فاونديشن. كل دي بيبقى ساويرس فاونديشن في مصر، ده بيعمل عيله ساويرس ودول من اثرياء مصر. فكل دول ناس بتعمل فرص من خلال ان هم بيدوا باك تو ذا كوميونتي. هم معاهم فلوس وبيحاولوا يساعدوا الكوميونتي بتاعهم، فبيحاولوا يوفروا فرص مجانيه سواء تعليميه او رسميه او غير رسميه للشباب. اخر حاجه خالص هو نوع الاستادي. هل هي حاجه فورمال education او نون فورمال، اكاديميك اور نون اكاديميك؟ هل هي اكاديميه او لا؟ بقولها بالعربي كده بدرجه او بدون درجه، degree or non degree programs. فلو degree programs هتبقى الباتشلر ديجري او الليسنس او انت الماستر ديجري بعدها او البي اتش دي وافتر بي اتش دي. في كمان المنح اللي هي النون فورمال او الحاجات اللي هي في الاخر ما فيهاش درجه علميه، زي الفيلوشيبس، الزمالات، زي ان انت تاخد مثلا سمر سكولز او تسافر تاخد تريننج بره او تدريب او كورس بره، زي ان انت تتطوع بره، زي ان انت تحضر مؤتمرات بره فولي فاندد، زي ان انت تاخد انترنشيبس ابرود. كل الحاجات ديت بتبقى تعتبر ان هي فرص منح لو هم بيوفروا لك الفرصه ديت فولي فاندد ليك او بيوفروا لك المبلغ المالي اللي انت محتاجه. سريعا كده، ايه ممكن الويب سايتس اللي انت تدخل عليها سريعا؟ دي ويب سايتس يا جماعه بتبروموت الاوبورتيونيتيز بس مش هي الويب سايتس الاساسيه. فلما بتدخل عليها ما don't apply through them، just use it to search for opportunities، تلاقي بس الفرصه، وبعد كده روح للويب سايت الاساسي. الويب سايتس الاساسيه لما بتلاقي الفرصه هنا مثلا بتكتب الدوله بتاعتك، انا من مصر عايز بكالوريوس منحه مموله بالكامل، بتختار، بعد كده بيطلع لك هو كل الاوبورتيونيتيز. بتبتدي تدخل على الويب سايت الرسمي بتاع الفرصه، الاوفيشال ويب سايت اوف ذس بروجرام، فبتلاقيه لازم يكون اخره .edu .gov or .org. لازم يا اما منظمه يا حكومه يا هيئه تعليميه. ما ينفعش ان هي تكون حاجه نون تراستد، عشان بيبقى فيه برضو بعض ال الفيك opportunities اللي هي على الانترنت. سريعا كده ازاي انا اخد فرصه، هقول لكم بعض الحاجات الكومناليتيز ما بين كل الفرص اللي ممكن تلاقوها ومحتاجين تشتغلوا عليها: الانجليش بتاعك، التطوع بتاعك، الانشطه، الانجازات اللي انت بتعملها والتكريمات، والجريدز بتاعتك او الدرجات بتاعتك في المدرسه او الجامعه، التوصيات، الانترفيوينج سكيلز او مهارات الانترفيو او المقابله الشخصيه، الرايتنج سكيلز ازاي بتكتب، ولازم تكون عارف ناس بتاخد الفرص ديت. واخر حاجه الريزوميه او السي في بتاعك او السيره الذاتيه. سريعا كده الانجليش، لو انت بتتكلم في منح دراسيه او منح اكاديميك فانت لازم ايلتس او توفل. جوهار told us about her experience with this. فانت you should know ان في امتحانين هم اكتر امتحانين مشهورين في العالم الناس بتاخدهم، هو الايلتس والتوفل. Duolingo person is not usually used with all institutions، مش كل الجامعات بتقبلهم. بس if you read on their website، لو قريت على الويب سايت ان هم عايزينه ممكن تاخده، ده بيبقى ارخص واسهل. ولكن الايلتس والتوفل هو اصعب، ولكن ده ستاندردايزد وهو اللي بيتقبل في اكتر الجامعات في العالم او المنح. الامتحانين دول بيشتغلوا على 4 مهارات اساسيه لازم تعرفهم: الريدنج والرايتنج والليسننج والسبيكنج. فهم بيمتحنوك في ال4 مهارات الاساسيه بتاعت اي لغه موجوده في العالم. انت حتى بتتكلم عربي او بتتكلم اسباني او كذا لازم تكون بتعرف تعمل الحاجات دول. فهم بيختبروك في الريدنج، وبيختبروك في القراءه، يعني بيختبروك في السمع، بيختبروك في التحدث، وبيختبروك في الكتابه. وده بيبقى عن طريق اسئله الى حد ما تشبه الاكاديميه، لان مثلا في الايلتس في اكاديميك ونون اكاديميك. فانت بتاخد الاكاديميك عشان انت رايح جامعه، انت مش رايح تقعد هناك عايز تطلب اكل بس، او ان انت تقابل الناس في الشارع، انت رايح تدرس. فلازم تكون بتفهم الكونتكست، الاكاديميك كونتكست، او الحاجات اللي هي ليها علاقه بالدراسه. فعشان كده هتلاقيهم بيختبروك في حاجات ليها علاقه، بتسمع قطعه مثلا ليها علاقه بالاسترونومي، علم الفضاء، ممكن يبقى لها علاقه بالكيمستري، الكيمياء، ممكن لها علاقه بالفيزيكس، ممكن يكون لها علاقه بالميديسن، ممكن يكون لها علاقه باي حاجه موجوده في الجامعه. مش بيحددوا لك مجال واحد يمتحنوك فيه، للاسف بيجيبوا لك امتحان فيه كذا مجال عشان يختبروا قدرتك في فهم هذه المقاطع، وان انت تكتب كمان عنها، او ان انت تتكلم عنها. طيب احنا دلوقتي اتكلمنا عن الامتحانات، يا ريت نأهل نفسنا ليها. اما للمنح الغير دراسيه مش بتحتاج الامتحانات دي، ممكن يختبروا اللغه بتاعتك من خلال انترفيو، زي مثلا Erasmus Exchanges او اي سي مثلا. ما بيطلبوش اللي هي European Solidarity Corps، لما تيجي تطوع في اوروبا ما بيطلبوش منك الامتحانات دي، ولكن بيشوفوا دوت من خلال الابلكيشن بتاعك او من خلال الانترفيو اللي هم بيعملوه معاك. فلازم تكون تثبت لهم ان انت بتعرف تتكلم وتسمع وتفهم كويس. تاني حاجة الفولنتيرنج والاكتيفيتيز. مفيش منحة على وجه الأرض ما بتحتاجش شخص عنده تطوع أو عنده انجيجمنت في المجتمع بتاعه. وده ليه؟ ده لسبب بسيط، لأن هو بينفست في شخص لازم يكون الشخص ده قائد، لازم يكون الشخص ده بيرجع تاني للمجتمع بتاعه. ما ينفعش بعد ما يدفعوا فيك فلوس وتروح تدرس ويدفعوا فيك مصاريف كتيرة جدا ترجع أنت ما بتساعدش حد غيرك. طب هيثبتوا إزاي إن أنت بتساعد حد غيرك؟ بان انت عندك هيستوري او التاريخ بتاعك بتاع التطوع. فانت بتثبت لهم ان انا اتطوعت كتير، ساعدت ناس كتير في مجتمعي، وده اثبات ان انا ان شاء الله هقدر ان انا اساعد ناس اكتر. لكن لو انت ما عندكش دوت للاسف هتبقى في صعوبة. عشان كده انت يعني اقدر اقول ان انت سيلفش، او ان انت شخص بعد ما هتاخد الفرصة مش بالضرورة ان انت هتساعد غيرك. فلازم التطوع التطوع التطوع، زي ما احنا شفنا اغلب السبيكرز اتكلموا عنها بصورة او باخرى، سواء ان هي ساعدتهم في فرص، سواء ان هي ساعدتهم في شغلهم، سواء ان هي ساعدتهم ان هم يكتشفوا كمان نفسهم. فيا ريت تتطوع، ودي من افضل الحاجات اللي هتعملها. زي ما قالت شيري، لو انت عايز for free healing او for free medicine help someone else. الاتشيفمنتس والريكوجنيشنز، بارت كبير من المنح بيطلب منك بعض الاتشيفمنتس ان انت تحطها ليستنج. فيا ريت ان انت تدخل في حاجات تقدر ان انت تدخل مسابقات، تقدر ان انت تدخل ريسيرش كومبيتيشنز، ساينس كومبيتيشنز، حتى ارت كومبيتيشنز، وات ايفر. وخلي بالكم ان هم مش بيركزوا بس على الاتشيفمنتس، الاكاديميك اتشيفمنتس او الانجازات الاكاديميه، هم كمان بيركزوا ان انت شخص متكامل. انت بتلعب رياضه، فانت في منح اصلا الاثليتيك بيبل اللي هم واخدين مراكز في الرياضات اللي بيلعبوا فيها. برضو لو عندك حاجات فنيه، انا كتير جدا سالت في الابلكيشنز ده بتعمل ايه ارت، او ان انت بتعمل ايه سبورت او كذا. فلازم تكون شخص متكامل، مش بيبصوا على شخص هو قاعد على الكتاب طول اليوم، هو بيبصوا على شخص هو انسان حقيقي بيعيش حياته، بيروح عنده عيله، عنده رياضه، عنده موسيقى، عنده فن، عنده دراسة، مهتم بكل جوانب حياته، فهو إنسان سوي وعنده أغلب الحاجات اللي أي إنسان بيقدر يعيشها. فده خليه على جنب، الحاجات دي تكتبها، وخلي عندك ليست باللي انت عملته، اللي انت وصلت له، المراكز، التكريمات، حتى التكريم في التطوع. if you are the best مثلا volunteer in your organization, this also can be mentioned. Write the month, the date, and the recognition that you got. الريكومنديشن ليترز او خطابات التوصيه، وده خطاب بيتم سؤالك عليه من قبل المنحه، عشان يتم اثبات لهم ان انت كنت شخص كويس لما اشتركت في حاجات قبل كده. في منه نوعين، في نوع منه اكاديميك وفي بروفيشنال. اكاديميك ده بتاخده من مدرس في الجامعه او مدرس في المدرسه، حد درس لك، حد كان دكتور، بروفيسور، تيتشر اسيستنت اور ليكتشرر اور وات ايفر، او انستراكتور في الهاي سكول وات ايفر، لو انت لسه ما دخلتش جامعه. والبروفيشنال ده بيبقى شخص اتطوعت معاه، شخص اشتغلت معاه، شخص اخدت انترنشيب او تدريب صيفي معاه مثلا، بيقدر يكتب عنك. اهم حاجه ان انت تعمل علاقات كويسه معاهم وتثبت لهم ان انت كويس، والاتيتيود بتاعك كمان كويس، لان في ناس بتبقى شاطره بس الاتيتيود وحش. فلما يبعت للشخص يقول له اعمل لي ريكومنديشن، هو he doesn't trust in this person will communicate well with the program, ف they don't recommend them. But even if you have great achievements, make sure that you show good attitude and behaviors to the recommender during your time، عشان يقدروا ان هم فعلا trust you and give you recommendation. وليها اسم تاني برضو، بيبقى ساعات اسمها reference letter، فهتلاقيها بأي صورة من الصور ديت. حاول تكيب، لو انت اتخرجت من جامعة، حاول تكيب a relationship and in contact with your professors and your يعني managers before. اوكي. السي في بتاعك مهم جدا، السي في بتاعك يكون tailored، يكون customized to each opportunity. Don't throw your CV everywhere in all opportunities. حاول ان انت كل حاجه تكون بتحسسهم ان انت مقدم على الفرصه دي بالذات عشانهم هم. فحاول تخلي كل حاجه ليها كي ووردز ليها علاقه بالمنحه اللي انت مقدم عليها او الفرصه اللي انت مقدم عليها. لو انت مقدم على مؤتمر مثلا ليه علاقه بالكلايمت تشينج، حاول تخلي السي في بتاعك فيه حاجات كتير عن الكلايمت تشينج اللي انت حضرتها. مش لازم تركز على اغلب الحاجات التانية، ركز على الجزئيه ديت اكتر، عشان يبقوا عارفين ان انت اشتغلت على الحاجات دي، طوعت في الحاجات دي، انت عملت دراسات على الحاجات دي، وهكذا. لو انت بتقدم على فرص اتحاد اوروبي، اليورو باس هو اكتر سي في بيطلب. هو طويل شويه، في بلاتفورم لو كتبت يورو باس سي في تقدر تعمله من على موقع الاتحاد الاوروبي، وبينزل لك PDF على طول، تقدر بعد كده تستخدمه تاني ان انت تعدل عليه. حاول تعرف اذا كانوا هم محتاجين سي في ولا ريزومي. لو ريزومي بيبقى اصغر شويه من السي في، وشوف هم عايزين كام بيج، وحاول ان انت زي ما بنقول باللغة العربية تأيف الحاجة كده، كأنك ماسك حاجة واسعة وبتحاول تظبطها بالظبط على الفرصة اللي انت بتعملها. من أكتر الحاجات الصعبة إن انت تحس إن انت عندك حاجات كتير وعايز تقولها كلها، وديت تريكي شوية، لأن انت لازم برضو تكون مركز على الحاجات اللي هم عايزينها. الانترفيو، وفي انواع كتير، في فيزيكال انترفيو، في اونلاين انترفيو، في حاجات بتبقى بانل انترفيو بتلاقي 3 أو 4 بيسالوك، في حاجات بتبقى 1 تو 1 انترفيو، في حاجات بتبقى جروب انترفيوز، يعني بتدخل انتوا 3 مع 4 participants وتلاقي الناس تسالكم. فانت you should read about the interviews types and styles و prepare yourself. And I always say practice makes perfect. Try to enter as many interviews as you can during your university life, for volunteering opportunities, for internships, for whatever. Just apply to go to the interview. I applied for many interviews and I don't need the opportunity. I just needed to be there to practice my interviewing skills, to see what I did wrong and try to minimize my wrongdoings for the next time. فانت حاول ان انت دايما تعمل انترفيوز كتير، وده هيخليك ان انت مع الوقت داخل انترفيو انت عارف ايه الاسئله هتسال، وانت عارف انت هتجاوب على ايه، وانت محضر كل حاجه، وانت very confident. و I always say this: whatever you say be confident and smile. اوعى تشو ان انت ان انت خايف. لو انت خفت في الانترفيو هتبقى ستريسد، هتنسى كل اللي انت محضره. دايما خليك confident from the first part. if you reply to the first question confidently you reply to all questions confidently. فتراي ان انت الانترودكشن بتاعتك على نفسك تكون محضرها كويس جدا. اول ما هتقولها بثقه هتلاقي نفسك انت اكتسبت الثقه على طول. لو قلتها من غير ثقه انت خلاص الانترفيو كله اتضرب، لان انت بقيت ستريسد وبقيت حسيت ان انا اوريدي في اسهل سؤال كنت ستريسد وكنت خايف، امال بقى الاسئله اللي جايه هعمل ايه. فدايما بقول للناس بنصحكم ان انتوا جهزوا اول سؤال صح، بعد كده هتلاقي نفسك انت بتتكلم كويس. ودايما بقول للناس حاول تتكلم كانك in a coffee date. I make jokes in the interviews. I do some kind of sarcasm. I tell stories, personal stories. I get emotional. Sometimes I say my problems that I faced when I was a child, my story. فخليك كأنك بتتكلم مع واحد صاحبك بتحكي له ده اللي انا بمر بيه وده اللي انا عملته عشان اقدر احل المشكلة ديت، او عشان اقدر ان انا اساعد في كذا، ودي المشاكل اللي قابلتها. وممكن عادي تقول نكتة في حاجة حصلت لك عادي جدا. خليك دايما بحسسهم ان انت نورمال. you are not faking it. انت انسان طبيعي بتتكلم كأنك عادي جدا، زي ما بنقوله قاعد على القهوة في مصر، زي ما احنا بنقول. الجريد او الجي بي اي، جريد بوينت افريج، مش كل الدول عندها الجي بي اي ولكن هي الدرجه عموما. آم، المنح الدراسيه بتبص على الدرجه، ولكن مش لازم تكون افضل واحد في المجال بتاعك. you don't have to be the top in class. فانت تقدر ان انت حاول تجيب جيد، حاول تجيب جيد جدا، لو جبت امتياز ده كويس. ولكن الدرجه هي مش كل حاجه. في رابريك، في تقييم بيقيموك الجهه المانحه عليه. جزء منه بس الدرجه للاكاديميك سكولرشيبس مش للنون اكاديميك. الاكاديميك سكولرشيبس بيحطوا برسنتج معينه للدرجه، لكن اغلب البرسنتج على الحاجات التانيه، اللغه بتاعتك، التطوع بتاعك، مشاركاتك المجتمعيه، الليدرشيب سكيلز بتاعتك، الحاجات التانيه. فلو انت عندك الدرجه مش افضل حاجه حاول تكمبرومايز، حاول ان انت تنمي الحاجات التانيه عشان تقدر تاخد الفرصه. ومش دايما صدقني الدرجه هي كل حاجه. في ناس عندها الدرجه بس ما عندهاش كل الحاجات التانيه، ما بتقدرش تاخد اي فرصه. اما للنون فورمال اوبورتيونيتيز او اللي هي الحاجات النون اكاديميك، مش دايما الجريد بيتم اصلا سؤالك عليها. هو بس بيسالك اذا كنت انت خريج او لا عشان يعرف ايه وضعك الدراسي، ولكن مش بيحتاج الدرجه بتاعتك على طول. الموتيفيشن ليتر والبيرسونال ستيتمنت this is the most important part. اغلب الناس بتقيمك على الجزئيه دي في الاول خالص، وبياخدوا الفيرست امبريشن او الانطباع الاول عنك. الموتيفيشن ليتر ده بتتكلم عنه الواي، الريزن بتاعك ان انت بت ابلاي او بتقدم على الفرصه ديت. بتحط ليه انت انترستد ليها، ليه انت عايزها، ازاي ان هي بتالاين with your mission and values، وان هي ازاي هتساعدك قدام ان انت تاتشيف what you want، بناء على كل اللي انت عملته كمان في الماضي. غالبا بتبقى صغيرة حوالي صفحة واحدة بس. اما البيرسونال ستيتمنت ده بتتكلم اكتر عن نفسك، كأنك بتحكي عن نفسك وعن قصتك وعن اللي انت مريت بيه. That's why it's called personal. ف you put yourself as a person, your journey, what you have been through, try to make it more narrative. خليها كأنها قصة. ودايما انا بتكلم سواء في الموتيفيشن ليتر او في البيرسونال ستيتمنت try to use the storytelling technique. Don't put things like in the CV. Just talk like you are telling a story. احكي قصة. الناس they will get emotional. They are humans. دي بني آدمين عادية جدا، وهي بتقيم. أنا بقيم وأنا بني آدم، فأنا I can see إن الشخص ده مر بمشاكل وإن هو حاول يحلها وإن هو كذا. احكي قصة، وإنجازاتك ما تحطهاش بس من أرقام، طبعا اذكر ده، ولكن خليها كمان من خلال قصة. حط الاكسبيرينسز بتاعتك، الفاليوز، الحاجات اللي انت مريت بيها والتحديات. تبقى لونجر شويه، ممكن تبقى صفحتين او ممكن تبقى صفحه ونص على حسب ما هم طالبين ايه. ودايما اقرا جنب السؤال هم طالبين ايه. هو بيقول لك write your motivation letter about and then they list what they need or write your personal statement mentioning that، وبعد كده بيحط what they need. فتراي ان انت تقرا كل حاجه هم كاتبينها بالظبط عشان تقدر ان انت تكستمايز او تخليها فعلا مناسبه للفرصه زي ما هم عايزين بالظبط. انا حاولت اخلص بسرعه، ولكن في الاخر اخر نصيحه ليكم ان انتوا حاولوا تتواصلوا مع ناس اخذت فرص قبل كده، والفرص سواء فرص ان جنرال او سواء فرص ان سبيسيفيك، ان هم حضروا البرنامج ده، هم حصلوا على البرنامج ده قبل كده. تقدر تسالهم ايه اكتر حاجات اللي اقدر اعملها، ايه هي الغلطات اللي ممكن اغلط فيها، تنصحني اركز على ايه بالظبط. هم بيبقوا عارفين حاجات من خلال خبرتهم ممكن انت ما تكونش شايفها على الويب سايت، او هي مش معلنه على الويب سايت، فبيقدروا ان هم يساعدوك بيها. قبل ما نختم، لو حد عنده اي اسئله يوجهها برضو السبيكر، سواء شيري، سواء وداد، سواء كلاودين، سواء ميري، سواء جوهار، اي حد عنده اي سؤال ممكن ناخد سؤالين ثلاثة لو يسمحوا لي السبيكرز. باسل.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الصوت
وعليكم
واضح؟
السلام ورحمة الله. يس.
كيف حالك؟ إن شاء الله يمين، إن شاء الله طيب.
الحمد لله بخير، كله تمام.
أيوه. طيب، بعرف عن نفسي. أنا اسمي باسل بامرحول. طبعا أنا طالب طب في آخر سنة. مقبل على تخرج إن شاء الله بعد شهرين إن شاء الله. آه حامل منصب المسؤول الوطني في التعليم الطبي في الجمعية الوطنية لطلاب الطب في اليمن. طبعا انا برضو ريجنال كوردينيتور معاكم في الكيكتل، وبرضو منتور ان
تمام.
شاء الله هذه السنه، وما شاء الله
جميل.
بدينا يعني في البروجرام. بس يعني سؤالي طبعا يعني انا ما ابغاك يعني تروح للتفاصيل. بس
آه.
سؤالي بما انك يعني اي بي يعني اكزيكتيف بورد ممبر معانا في الكيكتل، يعني نبغاكم يعني تحمسونا اذا في يعني افكار يعني ان شاء الله حتكون جديده، بخصوص انه اذا بيكون في تشابتر او حاجه زي كذا عندنا هنا في الدول العربيه يعني تبع الكيكتل.
جميل جدا. أتكلم بالعربي ولا باللغة الإنجليزية؟ بس
خذ راحتك خذ راحتك، الامور طيبه، البساط احمدي.
I think, yeah, because I think the board members should also know the question. It's addressed to the board members and to Sherry as well. Sherry, if you can hear us, Basil was asking about what we can offer for the regional committee coordinators, whether to open chapters for them, whether opportunities, whether activities that can make it more activated in a regional level.
Yes, hi. Thank you for your question. And I recognize your face. You've been on many of our webinars, so I recognize you. Congratulations on your work in the
Excuse me, Miss Sherry. Excuse me. Thank you for this opportunity. I have to say hi. And sorry to actually ask my question. I didn't realize it's going to be translated and it's going to be forwarded to you. And you can go on now. Thank you.
Yes, no, I've seen you before. I know you're very active and you've come on to many of our webinars. So I actually notice the people who are following us and who are participating, and I know that you're one of them. So thank you for that. Congratulations on your medical education. My son is actually a doctor now, just started out a few years ago, and it's a very noble profession where you help so many people. Kectil is a networking organization. We love to get very serious youth leaders from all countries. We like to have
Your
yes.
camera.
Oh, am my video off now? Oh, sorry. Okay, now I'm on. Okay, great. Thank you, Gohar. We love to find strong youth leaders in countries all over the world. And so it would be very good to meet with you more, maybe have a Zoom call or something, talk about exactly what you're doing, and then see how you can
Can I
integrate
call?
into the Kectil program. I think you've been a Kectil colleague, right? Or are you a Kectil colleague this year, or did you finish?
Yeah, I have finished the Kectil program 2024, and I'm
24.
actually, yeah. I'm
Okay.
actually a mentor this year with you.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so you're a regional coordinator. Okay, that's exactly how you move up in the Kectil organization, is through volunteering and through hard work and contributed. So maybe afterwards, either Mina or Gohark or someone can share your contact with me. I'd be very happy to have a Zoom call with you to talk about how you can do further work with Kectil. You're exactly the kind of person that we're looking for to help build our global network. And I appreciate your passion in staying with us, being a mentor. We need that. We need it. As I said, every year we're growing. We accepted 5,000 youth from over 100 countries last year. And we're hearing a lot of things on this call about what youth need. They need the mentorship. They need training. They need to have experience doing things so that they can put it on their CV. And in some cases, when youth are very active with us, we're able, as the Kectil program, to give them recommendations for some of their scholarship programs that they're applying for, some of their work programs, etc. So it's kind of a two-way street. We need your help. We need people exactly like you who we know are passionate and directed and motivated and are aligned with how we think the world can progress in a better place. We think there's too much conflict. Obviously, there's too much conflict in this world. There's too much dissension. There are too many things that are going on where the youth don't speak to each other directly. They hear things through the press. They hear things through newspapers or through the internet or social media, but they're not speaking directly to each other. And that's what we're trying to be. We're trying to be a platform for the best of the best, like youth leaders just like you. And we can tell that you are one of them. We need you to help us with our platform. We've been here for 10 years. Think what we're going to be in 10 more years, in 20 years. We will have been mentoring youth all over the world. And then afterwards, we also have a very strong Kectil alumni program. So we should also get you involved in the Kectil alumni program, seeing as you've already taken the program yourself. So there are many different things you can do. We'll connect directly with you. Just thank you for your interest and your passion in being a Kectil volunteer. And we look forward to working with you.
Thank you so much, Sherry, and thank you, Basil. And please, after the meeting, let's have a talk. And Helen, I think.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. No, now this is me. Okay. Hello, Mina. Thank you for this amazing event. I am Helen from Syria. I don't think you remember me, but I have attended a lot of your workshop with Syrian Women Uplifting with Carol and Mary Zakur. So I struggled like you guys a lot, and eventually I made it last year. I get Erasmus Mundus scholarship. So I have been only few months in Europe, and I don't know how to say it, but sometimes I feel I'm not taking advantage of being in Europe, because as Syrian we used to survive more than living the life. So do you have any advice for you or other speaker, any advice for people like me? I don't know.
Any speaker wants to reply?
That might go to Gohark, because Gohark has lived in Europe, and maybe Gohark is, as a youth leader coming from Armenia and living in Europe, maybe you have some words of wisdom.
Mina, Mr. Mina,
Yes.
can I talk to Helen and to all of you?
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Hi, Helen.
Talk.
Hi.
أنا ممكن أتكلم بالعربي وحضرتك
ماشي.
تترجم
Yes,
ولا؟
yes.
Yes,
there is
yes.
already a translation service.
هاي مس شاري، هاي جوهرك. بصي يا هيلين، أنا عارف أنا من ذوي الهمم من مصر، فأنا مدرك ومتأكد وعارف الإحساس بتاع إنه أنتي مش قادرة تعملي حاجة، أو قادرة تعملي حاجة بس دايما بتبصي لفكرة إنه هو إحنا هنرجع لسوريا إمتى؟ هو أنتوا سوريا ما بقتش سوريا. يمكن دي حاجة بالنسبة لك سوريا ما بقتش سوريا. لا، هو مش سوريا. احنا في الوطن، في الوطن العربي بالذات في مصر، بالنسبة لنا السوريين و... وكل الدول، سوريين بشكل خاص. هو انتوا لما بتيجوا مصر احنا ما بنحسش ان انتوا يعني بعيد عن سوريا بجد، لانه احنا اتعاملنا معاكوا كذا مرة، ومش سنة ولا اتنين، لا ده 5 6 سنين من ساعة الحرب. ف وانا حابب جدا 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 ان انا اشترك معاكم في كاكتايل يا مستر مينا، يا مينا ومش شاري وجوهرك، لانه انا عندي باشن انه to to be how ان انا اعرف الناس عن disabilities مش بس فكرة انه احنا قاعدين او لا، احنا بنتحرك واحنا قادرين to show the world how much have power. We have power. ف بجد انا مبسوط ان انا معاكو، ومبسوط ان انا في وسطكو، ودي تجربة كبيرة جدا 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 بالنسبة لي، ان انا ابقى موجود في وسطكو. وشكرا بجد يا مينا، شكرا.
شكرا جدا ليك، واتمنى ان لما ينزل الابليكيشن بتاع كيكتل في شهر 9 تقدم معانا، وانا واثق ان انت هتقدر تشارك كتير. احنا كمان في كيكتل بيبقى فيه ويبينارز، بيبقى فيه ديسكشنز، بيبقى فيه اكسشينج دايما مع ناس من كل الدول على توبكس انا عارف ان انت هتكونتريبيوت ليها، او هتكون عندك مشاركة فعالة فيها كتير جدا.
هي فين بس يعني
على
آه،
الويب سايت بتاعنا، او على انستجرام او فيسبوك بينزل.
Mr. Mina, can I ask you some questions?
Mina, if I can just answer and
Yeah, sure, please answer, and I'm sharing all the links on.
yes, we will send everything by email. Don't worry about links. And about the answer, first of all, congratulations to get this scholarship because I know how hard it is and I'm very happy for you. And the thing I wanted to share that I lived in France and in Poland. France is
yes,
a multicultural country. They accept everyone. They have a lot of refugees, immigrants, everyone.
yes,
When I went to Poland before moving there, a lot of people were telling me that you are going to see most racist people in Europe because Polish people are very conservative, very Christian, and they are not like every other multicultural country. And I wanted also to say that we are telling European, it's not good because in Europe every single country is different and they have their own habits. What I did, I started to learn their language. I was trying to speak in their language just to be integrated. And people just loved me just because I started to learn their history, their tradition. I tried their like cuisine and everything. So that's how they feel that you are the one who respect them. First of all, when everyone you move outside another country, you should respect their own rules, learn them, and later adapt to you. And for example, in the case of Armenians, we have Armenian community in diaspora. I don't know which countries you went and what's your origin like nation, but always try to be connected with your national representatives. I was in touch with Armenians there, and it made the life much more easier. And the last thing I wanted to say that a lot of students are trying to go to study or to go for short-term programs to Europe for skipping reality where they are living. If you are skipping the reality, you will never have long-term result because you will struggle because you are going there and you are not the chief of the house, you are not the owner. But when you have your goal on your mind, I'm going there because later I want to reach this. I want to go back my country. I want to create something there. When you have your real, authentic goal, I'm sure that in any country you will meet people who believe in you, your patient, and you will be in environment, academic environment, like non-formal environment, any environment which will help you. So I guess these three things are very, very important for not struggling in other environment which is not yours.
Okay, thank you for amazing advice.
Thank you so much. Fatima, you have a question?
Hello, all. My name is Fatima from Sudan. I'm asking a question regarding medicine, especially medicine scholarships. I'm asking my friends who get international scholarships, um, who are willing to study medicine, and they always saying to me, we just take this step, but we don't know what we gonna do next about the scholarship for medicine in the university. They right now they are taking undergraduate scholarship, but I don't know how to start. If I'm going to take this step, preparing for international scholarship for medicine, although it's very hard to get scholarship for international scholarship for medicine. What I'm gonna do?
I can answer this question actually.
Yeah, I would just say something initially and then Gohar can answer. First question would be, how are your grades? How is your CV? Do you have the right grades and profile to be accepted at a medical school? It's very hard to be accepted in medical school because there are many people who want to go and there are not many openings. So you have to focus on getting the best grades you can and having the best academic record that you can, and having volunteer experiences in the medical profession that you don't get paid for, but you do it because it's a passion for you. You go to your hospital and you volunteer to do something, or you find a doctor who will let you work under the doctor, or you find an organization that will let you do that. So the first thing toward getting accepted at a university to study medicine is creating your own record. And that means studying very hard because there are a lot of science classes that you have to do well in. And that can be a sacrifice for you to, instead of doing social things, you're reading your books and studying and taking your tests, and you have to sacrifice some personal things to get ready to do what you want to do. But it's like in training, my background is actually in organic chemistry. So I was in 9 years for chemistry before I went to law school. And now, as part of my business career, I represent pharmaceutical companies and biotech companies in conjunction with their intellectual property needs. So there are a lot of different hoops I had to go through. But the first one was that I had to make very good grades in all my chemistry classes. And that's not easy because those are classes that a lot of people drop out of because they're hard. So, but the same thing with medicine. You have to have good grades in chemistry, good grades in biology, and you need to volunteer. They want to see a track record of why they should accept you and why you're going to be outstanding when they do accept you, because there are so many applicants. You have to distinguish yourself. So go hard.
Yes, and I wanted to add that in educational system, there are very few professions, it's law, medicine, which is very hard to convert your bachelor degree to other countries' master degree. Even if in Germany or in Armenia, medicine, like medical school, is very nice and you have the best scores, it doesn't still allow you to go to study masters immediately, because in the world of medicine and law there are very specific credentials which are very specific for each country, and that's why a lot of people are going to Germany and starting undergraduate studies there, like doing the second bachelor degree if they really want to go. Or you should like continue with like public health which is not like medicine, but it's something about like care system and everything. If you really want to go to study something immediately right after your bachelor degree. But just you should find countries which collaborate your country's medical school and accept the grades that you have. Even if your grades are the best, it still doesn't allow you to enter right a master's degree because for law and medicine, word is working differently. So it's very hard to be accredited for each country. That's the problem.
Okay, thank you all.
Very quickly, Iman.
ممكن
You
أ...
have Iman. Please try guys to get a non-repetitive question if okay.
Can I join?
Malak? Yeah, Saida, go ahead.
Okay. I'd just like to introduce myself really fast. I'm Saida Al Farah and I'm 19 years old. I'm from Sudan. And from a very early age, I've always been interested in politics, community work, volunteering, and just like things that would bring out to my community and my people, especially because witnessing conflicts, wars, and the revolutions have really shaped my personality and just made me want to like do something to my community. So I've always, from a very early age, um, I've always been searching for opportunities and just trying to reach out people. I didn't know where to start, so I've I've been like reaching people, asking them, and some people would reply, some people wouldn't. And recently, I've decided to found an organization called Now Pioneers. It's an organization where um, I'm willing to help people and especially youth in my country because there's so many opportunities online, but we and all of them don't know they exist. So I started to launch this and to support people and show them things that I didn't know I was able to do. For example, when I got introduced into like people outside, I've seen people are applying for scholarships or high school scholarships for joining internships, no matter their age. Just doing better. However, we don't have access to opportunities, and for a country like Sudan, youth don't get to represent themselves. All our leaders are old people, so they don't get to see what are we struggling and what are we going through. So I've always been interested in doing something and contributing. And I've been applying for opportunities online, trying to make my English better, and just founding this. And I would like to know what could you like, what advice would you give me? Because mashallah, your experiences are amazing. And I really inspire to be like you, because like making all of us here, you guys are sharing everything you've been through and doing all that is just amazing, and I inspire and I honestly wish to be like you one day. So I just want to know how can organizations and how can you guys help, or what advice would you give me in general? Thank you so much for this.
So maybe I can start and then you both provide some additional answers. Well, thank you for your passion coming from a country like Sudan that has had its share of challenges, and especially for the youth. That's actually why we created the Kectil program, was to reach out to talented youth leaders in developing countries all over the world and to network them so that they can learn from each other, learn about scholarships like Goharic and MENA have been talking about, learn about opportunities, but also create your own opportunities and meet youth around the world, study hard, do volunteer programs. We work very hard at the Kectil program of creating a lot of content for youth in developing countries who want to be young leaders. I think you learn a lot from the program, and it's totally free. So everything we do over the year is a free program. So I would say your first step is in September to apply for the Kectil program. and then start meeting youth around the world who can continue to help you in mentorship and telling you about opportunities, but also expanding your mind. We say that we take youth for 1 year and their mind is not the same at the end of the year that it was in the beginning, because we tackle some hard issues and we have authentic conversations with the youth about changing them. That's talking about, policy, global policy, country policy, local policy. So I think that's exactly what would help you a lot, and you'll meet people all over the world. I think it'll be transformational for your life. So I'll send it over to Gohart.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say that actually you answered your question because you said that you did and you create an organization. So basically, you believe on your spirit, in your inner spirit, and you do things which are right. So just follow your voice inside you, and this will be the answer.
Can I ask you a question, please?
MENA,
I am Iman. I'm sorry for interruption, but
okay,
I
sorry,
just ask a quick.
sorry, because we are actually tight in schedule, and we passed the 3 hours. I will let 2 other questions, but first, before going to the questions, I will ask everybody to fill out the feedback form. استمارة التقييم هبعتها على الشات. It will take only 30 seconds 30 ثانية بالظبط هتكون خلصتوها. هبعتها لكم حالا عشان تقدروا تملوها. الاستمارة ديت هتساعدنا ان احنا نعرف اذا كنتوا استفدتوا من البرنامج او لا، والحاجات اللي احنا نقدر نعملها لكم الفترة الجاية.
مستر مينا.
Okay.
طيب أنا كنت
Iman, go ahead for the question very quickly, please.
كنت عاوزة أسأل بس عن السن، موضوع السن، هل في ليميتيشن للسن؟ ولو هو مثلا 40 سنة وحد بيحضر دكتوراه، هل هو ده يعني يبقى له فرصة، ولا الفرص كده خلاص أوي؟
Based on my experiences, some of the programs, they have age limitations up to 30, but when it comes to master degrees and PhDs, there are some programs they can accept up to 40, 45, and sometimes they don't have limitations. أتمنى أكون جاوبت على السؤال. كل بروجرام ليه الايج ليميتيشن، وفي يعني كل واحد لوحده، يعني ما اقدرش ان انا احصر كل البرامج في ايج ليميت واحد. في اقل فرص، طبعا اقل فرص من السن الصغير، ولكن ما زال في فرص.
مستر مينا it's me.
معلش انا هختار عشان ما حدش
مش
كله يتكلم.
اوكي.
كان في كلوي كانت رافعه ايديها من اول مره من زمان.
انا رافعه ايديا بقالي كتير جدا.
يس مرحبا.
مرحبا.
أنا كلوي مقصود من لبنان. عندي سؤال سبيسيفيك لمدام كلودين زعرور لأنه هي كمان من لبنان. I was so inspired by شو خبرتنا how she started her initiative وكل هالأشياء. إذا في مجال I don't know إذا بعدها معنا.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. So أنا as an active humanitarian worker, I'm psychomotor therapist, وكمان عندي a bachelor in psychology. I was selected بنوفمبر 2025 ببروجرام للleadership تعلمنا فيه شو entrepreneurship كل هالأشياء بالإمارات. So then طلبوا منا an initiative, mine was about كل شيء خاصه mental health and psychomotor therapy مع الelderly. من وقتها لهلا ناطرة من وراء الحرب وهيك ناطرة، وحسيت انه خلص بمحل I'm just waiting وماني عارفة من وين بدي بلش since I don't have the financial capacities اني مثلا اخلق my own NGO or whatever. So هيك حبيت اخذ نصيحتك بما انه انت مثلي من لبنان، شو ممكن اعمل هلا؟ يعني غير اني انطر for a micro fund من برا ليجي اذا اجى او ما اجى. So I really need your advice بهذا الموضوع.
اوكي ثانك يو اول شيء على الكويستشن كلوي. هلا في كذا اوبورتونيتي تكوني انت عم تعملي انفولف اكشن لإلك بلا ما تكوني ان جي او. انا لنت من البروجرامز اللي انا لنت فاونديشن من البروجرامز اللي بيعطوا اليوث opportunity انه يعملوا implementation لاكشنز او programs لالون او بروجيات صغيره لالون بسيتس او جرانت صغيره، بس at least it support يعني بمحل معين. نحن عنا انا كشخصيا انا استفدت من 2 cohorts من هذا البروجرام بما dialogue، و currently we had a يعني colleague volunteer عنا بالجمعيه من يونيتي اب كمان ساعدناها بالاكشن كومنت تبعها بيزد على هدول البروجرامز. سو وكان يعني شو فيني اقول لك انه فيك تكوني بارتنر من بارت بهيك بروجرامز تقدمي، اكيد we are happy to support you. كرمال تقدمي اذا بدك تقدمي على بروجرام ونعطيكي سبورت از ان جي او وتكوني بارت عم نساعدك لتعملي implementation. In this way yes تكوني ان جي او بفندز صغيره او حتى بحيلا opportunity ممكن تكوني عم تساعدي فيها من خلال Erasmus او exchange او whatever.
Okay,
So you
okay,
are most
deal.
welcome.
Thank you so much. هلا أنا already I'm following Unity Up من قبل. So هيك كنت حابة أعرف how can I reach you أكتر by email أو كيف؟
اوكي خلص، لكن I will keep you I will be in contact with you طالما عم تعملي فولو ل Unity Up، واكيد على اللينكدين بيج عندي. So anyone بده support او anyone related ل applications انا already فيهم او programs يعني feel free to reach out اكيد.
Deal. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
MENA.
sorry, we don't have a lot of time.
ممكن أسأل؟
هو if we are going to ask questions معلش نسأل السؤال على طول without introductions عشان الوقت.
أوكي.
لو حد مش عنده أسئلة وحابب يسيب الميتنج يقدر يسيبه، بس قبلها لازم تعرفوا إن السيرتيفيكتس هتوصل في خلال شهرين عشان العدد الكبير. إن شاء الله هنحاول نعملها في خلال شهر وهنبعتها لكم على الإيميل. ولكن لو اتأخرنا شوية تعرفوا إن هي بس عشان عدد الناس الكبير. يا ريت برضو تعملوا الفيدباك فورم اللي أنا بعته على الشات، او تقدروا تعملوا QR كود دوت عشان تعملوا الفيدباك فورم. اخر
طيب أنا رأيي من بدري
سوري
هتعرفوا ازاي الناس اللي حضرت؟ يعني مفيش فورم ان احنا نملاها علشان الشهادة؟
انا في بدايه الميتنج ذكرت ان احنا هننزل الاتندنس من زوم، والاسماء اللي موجوده في زوم هي اللي هتتحط في الشهاده بيزد على ان هم حضروا اكتر من 95% من وقت الزوم. يعني احنا لو 3 ساعات فلازم تكون حضرت 95% من ال3 ساعات دول.
ممكن سؤالي؟
MENA, if I can
Yes,
intervene,
go
the
ahead.
person with the Arabic name that I can't read, she's raising the hand from the middle of
Who?
the
Malak?
session. Probably
Malak?
we can
Is
ask.
it?
Yeah,
Is it?
that's
Yeah.
Malak.
Yeah. Malak. I think you are the only Arabic name. Malak?
Yes, my name.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can ask. Malak.
Sorry to speaking in the middle section at the first. My name is Malak Abdelhamid. I'm 16 years old. I think I'm a younger person in this section, and I'm from Egypt. I'm
Yes.
from Egypt. I'm very happy to be part of the Middle East and North African youth leaders. I enjoyed spending time with and meeting young people from different countries. And thank you for this great experience and for making everyone feel welcome. I hope to join you again in the future.
Thank you so much,
طيب
Malak.
سؤالي مستر مينا سريعا.
وانا ممكن اسال
مستر
مينا؟
هو أنا رافعة إيدي من بدري.
Okay, it's okay.
حد يديني
Fatma
مستر مينا
Zahran.
ماشي.
Fatma, please let's stick to the order because it's written in front of me who raised first. Fatma.
Hello everyone.
Yes. أيوة فاطمة اتفضلي.
You can hear me?
Yes.
And thank you all for this amazing session. It was inspiring for me, and I would like to continue in Arabic.
Yes. Go ahead.
سؤالي بس يا مينا، أنا كان حلمي طول حياتي إن أنا يعني أخد منها وكده، بس للأسف ما قدرتش في خلال فترة الكلية، ودلوقتي أنا بحاول يعني أشتغل على نفسي في إن أنا أخد ماجستير من بره، بس مش عارفة إزاي ابتدي اشتغل على نفسي وانا لسه في البيت ما بعملش حاجه.
اوكي بصي، هو في حاجات كتير تقدري تعمليها من البيت. زي ان انت تبلدي الكاباسيتيز دي. ممكن تاخدي كورسات موكس اونلاين بتبقى فور فري، ممكن تاخدي برامج اونلاين، ممكن تنزلي تتطوعي جنب البيت عندك مع مؤسسات او انيشيتيف صغيره، مبادرات صغيره. كل ده بيبيلد السي في بتاعك، كل ده بيساعد ان انت تلاقي فرص افضل. فنصيحتي ليك ان انت تبتدي تتعلمي وتبتدي تشاركي حتى لو على اللوكال ليفل في المنطقه بتاعتك، في الشارع بتاعك. كل ده هيخليك ان انت تقدري تكتبي في السي في ان انا تطوعت، تقدري تكتبي في السي في ان انا اخدت كورسات. كل ده بيفرق في المنح حتى لو انت لحد دلوقتي في البيت مش بتنزلي. وجنبها حاولي ان انت طبعا تنزلي تشتغلي، ساعتها الموضوع هيفرق اكتر. احمد وليد.
ممكن أسأل سؤال؟
احمد
ازي حضرتك استاذ مينا؟
اتفضل. يس انا تمام.
I wanted to ask a question. I wanted to know when can I say that I am ready to teach someone else, or when can I say that I can be an influencer to help them?
Maybe Sherry
Like
can
what level of
can
what
reply
level
to
of experience what level of experience that I can achieve to say that I can help someone else in my specific region.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, yes.
Yeah,
Sherry,
what
are you going to
specific
start?
region? What region is he coming from?
I'm from Egypt.
From Egypt. Then, okay, that may go over to MENA. Or this
Okay.
is volunteerism in Egypt. MENA.
Yes. So هتكلم بالعربي. بص، ما فيش وقت محدد نقدر نحس فيه ان احنا مؤهلين ان احنا نعلم. انا لحد دلوقتي بحس كتير جدا ان انا مش مؤهل ان انا اشارك مع شباب كتير. ولكن ده ما يمنعش ان انت تشارك حتى بالقليل اللي عندك، بالحاجة الصغيرة اللي انت اتعلمتها. زي ان انت تساعد واحد ان هو يعمل السي في بتاعه كويس مثلا، لو انت بتعرف تعمله. زي ان انت تساعد واحد ان هو يعرف على برنامج ما كانش يعرف عنه. زي ان انت لو اتعلمت مهارة صغيرة خالص تعلمها له وتنقلها له. فما اظنش ان هيجي الوقت اللي نقدر نقول فيه ان انا يعني the most perfect time ان انا اشارك فيه my experiences. but every time you can share something يعني. فتقدر تشارك، مش لازم تكون انفلونسر. انا مش انفلونسر وما بحبش كلمة انفلونسر و I don't like it. ف I'm just a guy who's trying to help يعني. وباخد help من الناس يعني still ان انا بروح اسأل ناس واتعلم منهم وبساعد ناس تانية يعني.
Thank you very much Mr. Mina. شكرا
العفو.
جدا.
العفو. جوزيانا.
Yes, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Josiana Nader, and I recently turned 15 years old, and I'm from Cairo, Egypt. Yes, so I would like to express my deep gratitude towards all of you. Thank you so much for all the advice. It has really inspired me to keep on going and search for more scholarships. And I really like the fact that from all the experiences that I have heard, all of these are truly inspiring for me. I would like to ask a quick question. So I have always been interested in joining scholarships. I did join international like online summits, and I've even traveled abroad for an internship. But I also want to know, how do I begin looking for scholarships that are actually going to make me gain some education like globally. Like for example, if I want to study in Europe, how do I know that I am capable enough to look for scholarships, and how do I actually begin to, you know, prepare for these questions, or prepare to actually um, look for these kinds of things starting from my age?
Anyone wants to answer? Okay, I can very quickly.
I can
Go
ask.
ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead. Go.
I wanted to say that actually you also can send me a message on my inbox on Instagram. We can meet online, and everyone, if you want, we can spend together like 30 minutes call, and we will understand. But firstly, you need to understand who you want to be in the future. Like, I mean, the goal is not to get a scholarship. The goal is to understand for what you are getting this scholarship. For example, you want to become a international relations specialist. Okay, let's have a look. Let's check that which countries are the best in it, which countries foreign policy is the best. Okay, pick some 3, 4 countries. Let's check what kind of scholarships they have. If they don't have, what other alternatives they have. So you should firstly try to understand what's your goal. And scholarship, academic education, these are just tools which are helping you to get your goal. So when you will rephrase, define your goal, it will be very easy to find a lot of scholarships. You can just Google them and they will appear. Especially in nowadays, we have a lot of AI tools. You can ask a question and it will give you the whole information in the word specifically about your personal goal.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I'm already planning towards my, ambitions, and I've actually like decided on some certain countries. I've began searching online for these kinds of scholarships, but they're all like starting from 18 years old or so. Very little ones are beginning from my age. So I want to know, just by like checking those scholarships, how do I know that I am certain, or how do I know that I have picked the kind of scholarships that I want to actually be in? Like for example, there are lots of scholarships that require partial, like I have to pay some kind of money so that I can actually, join them, and some others are free. But regarding from that, they have some certain qualifications. How do I know that I'm ready for these qualifications?
أنا I can reply very quickly. هو أنت بتعرفي من خلال ال requirements بتاعت المنحة، ومن خلال أنا بسميها تي موديل. أنت بتحطي requirements وبتحطي ال qualifications بتاعتك وبتشوفي الجابس اللي موجودة ما بينهم very quickly يعني. برضو عشان وقتنا ممكن برضو تبعتيلي على بروديجي وهرد عليكي زي ما جوهار بترد، وهحاول بقدر الإمكان أساعدك تعرفي ال opportunity المناسبة معاكي لسنك. But a good fact that if you are starting from 15 years old, you are doing great.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay,
I
Samuel.
appreciate the
Okay,
help. Thank you.
thank you. Samuel,
Can I ask?
ايوه مستر مينا. هو عادي
اتفضل.
هتكلم بالعربي ماشي؟
السؤال على طول صامول معلش.
ماشي. دلوقتي انا عندي 17 سنه، فانا دلوقتي مثلا منحه زي منحه كينج دمياس، مش عارف حضرتك عارفها ولا لا. انا لما باجي اسال جيميناي مثلا، في ان هو كانت مس كانت بتتكلم عن الاي اي تول، باجي اسال جيميناي بيقول لي انها مفتوحه. باجي اسال مثلا واحد صاحبي راح المنحه ورجع، بيقول لي مثلا ان المنحه لا مش فاتحه خلاص كده، المنحه مش هتدخل على مصر تاني. او مثلا خوفي من ان انا مثلا ما اتقابلش في المنحه زي مثلا كينج دامياس او اليو دبليو سي سكولارشيب. انا دي اللي هو لو ما قدمتش السنه دي خلاص انا المنحه دي راحت عليا. فاللي هو الحاجات دي برضو كلها بتبقى متلخبطه، وانت انا مش عارف بدور فين. مثلا جيمناي بيجيب لي 3 حاجات، لو جيت سالت اي حاجه
طيب
على اي
صامول،
مثلا.
سريعا سريعا انا I got your question. هو ما تسألش جيميناي، انت بتدور على طول على اسم المنحة وبتلاقي الويب سايت الرئيسي بتاع المنحة. لو المنحة دي فاندد من الحكومة الأمريكية بتلاقيها على ويب سايت السفارة الأمريكية بمصر، لو أنت مصري. لو المنحة ديت من الحكومة الأمريكية على ما أعتقد هي فعلا واقفة ومش هتنزل دلوقتي. آخر حاجة، آخر نقطة أحب أقولها لك، إن مش معنى فرصة ما قدرتش تاخدها في سن معين إن حياتك وقفت. أنا قدمت على فرص وأنا صغير ما أخدتهاش، أخدت فرص أحسن منها لما كبرت. فإتس أول ليرنينج جيرني يعني. فمفيش مشكلة إن أنت فرصة ما تلحقهاش أو تقفل أو تترفض حتى فيها. ده مش معناه إن خلاص مفيش فرص تانية. الفرص لسه قدامك كتير يعني وأنت لسه صغير.
طيب ممكن اطلب طلب صغير؟
اتفضل.
هو عادي لو عملنا مثلا مثلا ابتدى ميتنج تاني على زوم، بس يبقى انكلود ان احنا نجيب كل المنح على اساس لو حد يقدر يبدأ ده، عشان مجال ان انا ادور بيبقى كتير وانت مش عارف انت
ابعت.
بتدور هل
أوكي،
المنحه دي حقيقيه
ابعت
ولا لا.
لنا ابعت لنا على بروتوجي سنك وانت منين، واحنا هنبعت لك الفرص اللي هي مناسبة ليك بالظبط.
ماشي. هو ممكن حضرتك تحط اللينك؟
زينة.
أيوة اسمي.
Yeah, go
سؤالي
ahead.
زينة أو
Specific
زينة؟
question زينة.
ممكن أسأل
زينة.
سؤال بس في حاجة؟
اتفضلي. زينة اتفضلي.
دلوقتي أنا داخلة الأكاونت، بس
ده
الأكاونت
مين؟ زينة انت كنت بتتكلمي؟
أنا سمعتك بتناديلي.
انت
صار
رافعة
دوري؟
ايديكي. رافعة ايديكي
إيه صح.
يس اتفضلي.
مرحبا، أنا اسمي زينة علي من سوريا. عمري 25 سنة وبدرس أدب إنجليزي.
في سوريا بدمشق. ما سافرت أبدا، لكن كان أحضر مؤتمرات وتدريب في مناطق في بلاد مجاورة مثل لبنان، واشتغلت مع السوق العراقي. عندي سؤال هو بخص موضوع العمل والدراسة في نفس الوقت. بلشت شغل من أنا وعمري 17 سنة، يعني في الثانوية العامة. كنت شخص شغوف باللغة الإنجليزية، فبلشت أدخل هذا المجال وأستفيد منه، وطورت خبرتي لحتى ما طلعت أبدا من سوق العمل لحد هلأ، ما قطعت ولا يوم حتى بعد دخولي على الجامعة. أحيانا تجيني فرص، هاي الفرص بتكون فيزا عمل أو حضور مؤتمرات في خارج البلاد، لكن المشكلة اللي عم عاني منها هون بسوريا بسبب العقوبات اللي صارت والحروب اللي صارت في سوريا، نحن ما عنا حساب خارجي لنقدر ندفع فيز لأي مؤتمر نحن بدنا إياه، بلس إنه ما فينا نغطي كل التكاليف والاكسبنسز اللي مطلوبة منا بأي مؤتمر. حاليا أنا اجتني فرصة عمل بيو اي اي الإمارات، لكن لحد هلا أنا ما قدرت أتخرج من الجامعة بسبب إنه كان عندي عمل، وأنا كتير مالتي تالنتد ومالتي تاسكد بيرسون، بحب يكون عندي more than one interest, like whether in sport, English teaching, working in marketing. I was fully distracted, but at the same time, I was trying to control all of the things that I have in my life. Like I should have graduated since 2023, but in this year I didn't. So plus I had a work visa to travel to Dubai, but I'm afraid that
معلش
they might.
هقاطعك لو يعني تحاولي تدخلي في السؤال على طول، لان احنا هنقفل بعد 5 دقايق بالظبط،
حاضر
وعايزين ناخد
حاضر تمام. فأنا بس سؤالي، هل هو يفضل إني أنا أغتنم هاي الفرصة وأطلع على دبي وأرجع أنزل على سوريا على تكاليفي لأقدم الامتحان، أو أنا أخلص امتحاني أول بعدين أدور فرصة تانية، ولا شو أعمل؟ حرفيا أنا شوي distracted, confused a little bit, but what is the best? What do you think if you were in my place?
I always say I'm not in anyone's place، عشان انا ما مريتش بنفس اللي انت مريتي بيه. You are a
صحيح.
different context, you are different gender, you are in a different region. الوار ما اقدرش اخد لك القرار دوت. انت كل اللي اقدر اقوله لك حاولي تعملي برو يعني برو اند كونز، يعني لكل قرار هتاخديه، سواء ان انت تقعدي تكملي الامتحان او تروحي هناك وترجعي تاني تاخد الامتحان، والصعوبات بتاعت ده والصعوبات بتاعت ده، وايه الفوائد بتاعت دي والفوائد بتاعت دي. وكل ما الفوائد تكتر والنيجاتيفز تقل، هو ده القرار اللي هيبقى probably اكتر صحية. لكن ما اقدرش ولا انا ولا حد تاني يقول لك ايه انه قرار افضل، لان ده قرار شخصي، بيعتمد على بيئتك وبيعتمد عليكي انت كمان وعلى اهلك وعلى مقدرتك المادية وكل حاجة حواليك يعني.
تمام. اوكي، شكرا لك.
Can I add one comment to that?
Yes, go.
Because, yeah, Zaina contacted me personally, and I would like to add this. I think that you made like a lot until now when it comes to the diploma. So my personal advice would be just get it. If you can do it, get the diploma, because it's always better to have something in your pocket that you can use. Definitely you can use. Academic diplomas and formal education is very, very important. If we like it or not, people would definitely ask you for that, for your job or for whatever you want. So please, if you can do it, if you can make any sacrifice when it comes to your time and to do it, get it, and then do whatever you want in your life. You are 25, you will definitely have amazing opportunities when it comes to the professional career, but you will not have the same motivation to get a diploma when you are more, like, I don't know, maybe you will get some motivation, but not necessarily the same to get another diploma, especially bachelor. Now masters you can postpone, but bachelor no. So please do it if you can do it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for your advice. And I will update you about what will happen with me.
Great. Just people were asking about the record. The record will be on our YouTube channel. I shared it on the chat. Please follow the YouTube channel. You will find a lot of records also for different webinars, conferences that happened physically and online, and also a lot of sessions and speeches. آخر سؤال زيرو،
أيوة.
عشان احنا هنقفل بالظبط بعد
إيه.
دقيقتين.
Okay,
اتفضل.
it's me, Zainab. I'm 27 years old, and I haven't any previous international experience, and I'm seeking uh, being a member in Anna Linda Foundation. Can I switch to Arabic?
Yes, switch to Arabic. Sure.
طيب okay. أنا 27 سنة، خريجة فلسفة، وعايزة أجوين أنا ليندا فاونديشن.
طيب very quickly موجود على الويب سايت على ويب سايت اناليند join our network you can apply، بس لازم يكون معاكي مؤسسة عشان احنا network of civil societies not individuals، فاحنا
ممكن
لو
أعمل
معاكي
لا
اتفضل.
مش مؤسسة، ممكن أعمل كده إزاي؟
ممكن تفولنتيري مع مؤسسة وتدخلي معاهم، يعني تقدمي لهم انت على الويب سايت.
طيب سؤال تاني سريعا. أنا كل ما باجي أقدم على European Solidarity Corpus portal eligibility criteria مش بلاقي نفسي eligible في أي حاجة فيهم.
I will give you a very quick tip. Don't stick to the portal. The portal usually has for most of the opportunities for Europeans. Search on Facebook groups. الفيسبوك جروبس فيها فرص كتيرة جدا للنون EU، وهتلاقي حاجات لكل دولة كمان، في اي سي ايجيبت، في اي سي ارب وورلد، فالجروبس اللي على فيسبوك بيحطوا الفرص اللي مش موجودة على البورتال، وبتبقى مناسبة للنون يوروبيانز او الغير اوروبيين.
اوكي، أنا عايزة أسافر تبع اسك، يعني volunteering في أوروبا سي،
اه
فأنا ما عنديش international experience قبل كده.
مش لازم، هم مش بيبصوا على international experience، بيبصوا بس انت بتطوعي في دولتك.
بس أنا عايزة البرنامج في أوروبا،
ما
إزاي أعمل؟
هو هتروحي اوروبا، بس مش لازم يكون عندك خبرة سابقة في اوروبا، يعني انت بس بتقولهم انا اتطوعت في دولتي، انا عندي خبرة في الدولة. اوكي،
يعني
عشان الوقت ممكن تبقى تبعتي على بروتيجي I will reply، او ممكن برضو كالتشر دوموند بيشتغلوا على اي سي، ابعتي واحنا هنساعدك. انا بس عشان الوقت بتاعنا احنا هنقفل دلوقتي، ولكن قبل ما نقفل ممكن ادي الفلور لشيري لو هي تقول كلوزنج سبيتش. قبل ما شيري تاخد الفلور، الشهادات هتوصل لكم في خلال من شهر لشهرين على حسب ما هتخلص امتى. الريكورد موجود على اليوتيوب، يا ريت تملوا الاستبيان اللي اتبعت على الشات، وشكرا جدا. شيري you have the floor.
Okay. Well, what a wonderful webinar. We want to thank all of our speakers today. What a great job. Thank you. And you're staying right to the end, 3.5 hours of discussion with youth in developing countries and in Middle East and North Africa. What are we hearing? We're hearing that they need more opportunities, that they don't know quite how to plan their future. They don't know, they might not have the money for scholarships. Might have failed classes, which, as we've already said, we all do. And how do you go forward, and how do you become a youth leader? Also talking a lot about networking. It's very important to have these networks all around the world, because that's where you can learn from. You can either be a mentor or you can have a mentor. I think that I want to thank MENA for all of his hard work in putting this together. Gohark and Edward and our other speakers today have been fabulous. I think that the Kectil program is really essential to almost all the questions that have been asked today, because that's where you can find mentors who can give you more information about the scholarships, about the program. You can get experience. You can do a community project. You can learn more about youth all over the world. You never know where that's going to lead you to. So I think it's been a wonderful webinar. I think it's been absolutely fabulous. Kectil is really committed to the youth in MENA. And we hope that you hear that from this program today. Many of the youth in that area have gone through a lot of things, a lot of conflicts, a lot of wars, a lot of issues and there's a lot they need a lot of support. And we want to be here at the Kectil program, the global Kectil program. We want to give you opportunities. We want to let you meet people. We want to give you advice. We want to hear from you also. When things happen, we're connected with youth who have been in Iran and been in Lebanon and who have really gone through some tough times. And we hear from Sudan, of course, today and other countries. So, our heart is with you. We're not political. We're not religious. We are a leadership organization. We're here to help you get where you need to be because we know that that's how we'll have the best future. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Sherry, and thank you for your support for all of us and the young leaders. Thank you for the speakers. Without Claudine and Mary and Fatima, she lost her internet because she's living in a very conflicted area in Syria. And I was actually afraid about her. And she got back to me, thanks to God. And thank you for all the global board members and alumni members for the help, for the organization, for the contribution, for the speakers also. They contributed to speeches. And I would thank also our volunteers in Prodigy and UGL Connect. They helped us in the promotion and the organization and making it out for people so they can come today. Thank you all, and I wish we can do something more for the MENA region in the next few months with Kectil, and this is for sure is going to happen. We don't know what exactly, but we will do a lot of things for the MENA region youth. Thank you.
And we'd like to really thank Wyden and Claudine for staying on the whole time and answering so many questions and being wonderful speakers today. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I hope you'll get connected and stay connected with Kectil because we need you.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Johar and Edward.